Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Palace Poker. We got another recreational stakes 1-2 game going here. These players all signed up right off the floor, playing the same game out there. Usually when we do these, we get some crazy action, so I expect nothing less tonight. And let me bring up the table for you.
Both times.
All right.
Y'all ended up. No, it was sometimes one of them was heads up.
I believe we're starting with a flip.
There's no betting in this.
2, 3, and 5. 3 and 5. 3 and 5.
Oh, it's just a straight flip.
Yeah.
Just a straight flip.
All right, everybody's good?
So this is Dude Maestro on the mic here. I will be your host tonight. Should be here from start to finish. I've not seen any hands yet. Okay, there we go. And since this was a flip, we've got results already. Looks like Parlay's got straight, and so does Mark. Two of them are going to chop it up.
Man, he could have put any diamond, could have paired the orange. That was actually a really good turn for me.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
I get you later. As a matter of fact, can I get 10 aces, please?
Yeah.
Started early with the blues. Oh, you know how I do.
Everyone here bought in for 300 to start. Obviously, two players just bumped that up to about 350. Everyone else is at 285
Blues parlay,
after that flip.
probably 13,000.
Really? From what?
How many left?
20 liker? Holy shit.
No,
How many left?
No. It was literally, it was a 6 to 1. I think I wound up putting up like 1,500, bro. 1,600. Yeah.
Three ball.
Badass 6-pick parlay. That is from last year.
Action's going to start in the two-seat with Henry. Going around. Looks like Gerardo's going to go ahead and get the action going. Raising to 15 with suited double gapper. Does get 3 callers. A little less than customary in Texas.
You have a different font.
I believe, yeah, see a set of 4s right there. Troy smashing this flop. Worst thing for him, though, is the fact that there's an ace out there, and it's going to make it very difficult to get paid. I mean, you think going 4 ways to a flop, someone's going to have an ace to call you, but no such luck.
Got it. 1 and 2 at an 8 for the small picker.
Starting in seat 1, we've got Thomas here, Henry, Mark, Micah, Gerardo, Parlay, Rob, Troy, and Rosie. And hopefully they're all in for the long haul tonight. We'll see how this goes.
What'd you cash out for out there in the cash?
Got Jim in the box, pitching the cards.
With this right here, 11.
Nice.
Got all the bullshit that I was doing. Before it was
Parlay going to open limp with his queen 9 offsuit. Immediately gets raised by the suited ace. And gets 2 callers with position on them.
Dude, right? A little subtle music. A little lo-fi. Fuck it, I can sing for you.
Another ace high flop.
Some music going on in the background.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I would just say they had some music playing. Well, the issue with that on the stream is the copy
Rob did see bet it despite the lack of a real kicker here. And parlay smashes the turn. So Rob, thinking his kicker no longer plays, he's going to be willing to call pretty much anything.
45.
Yeah, it's a spot where parlay definitely could have gone just could have gone very sizable. You're getting called by any and every ace at that point.
Switching seats that night was pretty good. Whenever you left, I got back up to like 700. I was in for two, but pocket queens earlier that day, and there's an ace king flop, and I went all in. I can't remember exactly how it went, but she ended up stacking me from the whole stack. She had an ace, queen never came. Like it never does. But I ended up getting back even.
Micah with the real hand here under the gun. Going to get the action going, and parlay is definitely going to come along.
Yeah, he thought you were blind on that.
Oh, yeah, no.
Another king on the turn here. No one has one. And the backdoor diamond draw is gone for Micah and Henry as well. Though Henry and parlay still have some gutters to straights. Aggression should take this down. Not sure how familiar all these players are with each other, so might be a few hands here while they fill each other out and get an idea how they want to respond.
Not unless I'm been in the hand, I'm card dead. I'll start fucking chipping it. Man, well.
I don't know why I said it. It felt pretty good to see the second one come off.
Yeah.
Oh, she's ready.
Yeah, I know. She's asking you to. She's asking you to clear it.
Five fold, 6 fold, 7 fold, 8 raise, 15, 9 fold, 9 fold, 3 fold.
One of the things, especially in these rec stakes games, I like to watch for is the players that actually tend to come in for raises as opposed to flatting. You see a lot of calling at these stakes.
Then also can you add on a Modelo with Shaheen around the room and 3 lines.
Mark is very well aware of that and comes in with a 3-bet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, at least in this seat, you can watch some TV.
Yeah, true.
That's an advantage, yeah.
You bragging?
Slightly, man. I wanted your seat. They wouldn't let me switch to it.
Very good.
I'd like to thank everyone who's with us early on this stream on this Tuesday night in Grand Prairie, Texas. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Helps us tremendously. And click that little bell and get notified anytime these streams pop up. Jack high, all spades. Troy with the only spade, but it's a 4.
No point chasing here. Ugly board. Monotone, wrong tune. How high was your spade, Troy?
What's up?
How high was your spade?
Pretty high. I like.
Pretty high. It was a 4.
Yeah, all the bullshit that you might be in.
All the boys are like, they see the heads up and they're like, we're 1 and 2 on our profitable, so we have a leaderboard.
That's what you've been doing to me this whole time? You can see it now.
Yeah.
I'm full. I always knew you were bullshitting me. I tell them, I mean, dude, I bluff a lot. You guys need to call me. I bluff a lot.
Troy going to get in there with his suited queen. Pocket 4s making the rounds at this table. Seen them quite a bit already. And while Gerardo and Troy are drawing the diamonds, Mark has got spades and hearts. 2 flush draws, as they say. It's an interesting board where everyone has kind of just enough equity to kind of check it and see what develops.
One pair.
Let's go check through again for sure.
Man, where is the board left
Had a really, I was pair into the board.
Always the next
Still probably would take it down. Wait, you gotta check.
See, seat 1, Thomas has got the Rose Bowl hat on from Texas USC, it looks like. I was there the year before, Texas and Michigan. Both games, all-timers. If you're a Texas fan.
You have a game on right here?
Rob wakes up with the pocket pair, goes to 15, and it's just going to take it down.
Hold it,
So let's see who's pulling out to the early lead. Parlay plus 129. Troy, Mark, Micah all moving into the profitable territory. So no massive pots yet. Still waiting for the fireworks.
Yeah, it's for Thomas. I do my last one.
Nine call.
15.
15. 2-4.
So Micah coming in with our second 3-bet of the night. Big slick. Thomas looks like he's getting ready to call with his dominated king. He is considering it.
One call.
Bit of a loose defend, very frequently dominated in this scenario, out of position. And that's what's going to end up happening most of the time. Check, bet, fold.
What's that?
Whatever it is.
Same seat you had last week.
Yeah.
I have one of your kings. Yeah. That's good for me.
King would have been back for. Are we mic'd up into these two?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is coming from the wall, right?
Boy, hit my second favorite hand right there.
Oh,
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was gonna re-raise you some bullshit.
That was a bad time to do that.
I'm okay with it,
Yeah.
Henry with a nice little suited connector. See if he elects to call or raise here. He's going to do the limp. Seeing what Micah bumped it up with. Ace-5 offsuit. Looks like a 3-bet incoming from the button. And yeah, pocket kings. Cowboys on the button. Not sure he's going to get any takers, though.
I was doing that looking bullshit. I got caught.
Rob pulls in a nice pot, looking stylish in his Palace Poker hoodie. Mark with the roll hand, expect to raise here. See if he goes 10 or 15. 15 is the size of the day. Seven deuce game is not on, so Troy will get out of there on the button. Yeah, he confirms there after folding. So we're not playing the 7 deuce, right?
Really? I just folded. We should play 7 dudes. I'm down. Are y'all down? Sure.
You just got 7 deuce on the button. Agreeing to it now is a little after the fact.
Talking about 7 deuce the bounty.
What's 7 deuce? What does that mean?
You want the 7 2 off, the whole table pays you. The whole table pays you 5, you want the 7 2 off.
With any 7 dudes.
And the whole table pays
Bro, you run 7 2 suited?
Any
I'm down. If y'all want to do 5 man,
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, if you win, I give you final book.
everybody that whole table pays.
All right, sounds like they're going to put the 7 deuce game on with the $5 $5 tax.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Reasonable for a 1-2 game. We haven't seen straddles get put on this game.
Of course. Yeah. I swear I had it.
You guys better pay me. Oh, $100.
Henry with double gut shot and a flush draw.
Yeah, so I guess like most of y'all at this table.
But not betting his bluffs and allowing Troy to get there with the pocket threes.
Depends, bro. If I'm walking out here negative 1,000, probably not.
Like a bet at any point along the way there could have got the threes out of the mix.
All of it. I fast forwarded basically your best hands were
Your hands, yeah.
yeah.
I watched all of it. I only played like 6 hands all night. It wasn't very hard to watch.
Yeah.
My highlights.
I watched a few of the hands.
So who's playing?
I ended up losing money.
I hope that answers
see if I did anything wrong.
Nah, sometimes it's just the way it runs over.
Really?
I was watching a little bit with you. You got the train in there. I was actually cooking steaks, watching it at home, so I just left up here.
Pocket pairs are everywhere. Seven's going to get the action going, and that'll be a 3-bet from Gerardo. Troy also with a pair. Always dangerous flatting a 3-bet with action pending. Well, any flop around the middle of the board will be really dangerous. And a couple overcards that ought to slow it down a bit. And there's the set for Micah. Now, does he check raise immediately, or does he call here and look to get more on the river? I think he's going to announce the strength of his hand right away, bumping it to 80. Only a little more than a min click. But with the couple overs on the board, pretty easy fold for the other competitors.
Let me get that return. I said.
Indeed. I'm still checking. Oh, this is minimum all night like that. 5 fold, 6 fold.
Pocket aces for Rob. There's no shortage of pocket pairs going around this table. But we haven't seen any of those battles really get to the river yet.
16. It's a good one too. Easy call. 9 fold. Which table is it?
Oh, no, we're on my cards, yeah.
Yeah, I was with him earlier.
Ace king for Micah. Just flats it. Out of position 4 ways. Kind of surprised he didn't actually come in there for a 3-bet squeeze.
The whole table was weird. It started like hot, money flowing, then it went down to like nobody doing anything. Then it got hot again. Then it fell back. It was just kind of dry.
Well, top pair, top kicker, and a spade. Micah's going to feel pretty good here, but he is still behind.
And then by the time I cashed out the 3 tips, it was just every single flush roll never got there. And then second best could not buy a river anything. Once I knew I was on the stream, I'm like, well, in the a few bluffs that just didn't get through, and then once I knew I was coming on the stream, I was like, on that starting stuff, and look up, this had been like 5 hours. I'm like, I'll just pocket my buy-in.
Rob goes all in, and
Run it up and then come in here on
with what's in the pot, I think he's going to get call probably. Micah not snapping. He knows that the jam and the call isn't great.
184 is done.
One pair is rarely good when there's already been 2 players all in, but kind of hard to get away from that one.
We're getting 2 rebuys here.
138 to the main bid.
Everyone still has live outs, though.
Main punch is good. No more action.
This Marquez River coming through here.
Side about first.
He's got aces.
Oh, wow, what a kicker. Oh, wow. We ran into aces. Oh,
That's it.
Easy game.
This is the best possible.
Get aces and hold up. With that, Rob's going to be the first player on this stream to be up at least a buy-in. We'll bring that up, and there, yes, as you can see, plus 393. Everyone started with 300 on this table.
I mean, I don't think
Standard game here in the room at Palace Poker. 1-2, the 300 cap. Rob already plus 393. Parlay up over 100 still. Mark and Troy in profitable territory, and Gerardo down a bit, and Thomas down a buy-in at this point. I imagine he'll top right back up, though.
parking lot hand, baby. King, queen, you know how that is.
7 fold.
I should have known when you said you played 6 hands the entire day.
No, only because it was 8-3, 9-4 every hand.
Oh, that makes sense.
And the game was playing like a 1-2-100.
Yeah.
So you couldn't get in the pot with 10 jack or 9. You know what I mean? Like,
Thank you.
Well, pocket aces came right back around, but nowhere near as profitable for Micah.
Last week, well, Murray, the guy that was in the 8th seed, apparently won a $1,000 flip right before the game started, so that's why he was playing his current house. And then the 9 seed, I mean, he's playing really low stakes for what he normally plays. So
and he caught it. The first hour, he was getting carbs.
Yeah.
Had jacks like 3 times. Ace queen. Like he was catching a bunch of hands.
Fold, 8 fold, 9 fold,
20.
Thomas with the nice suited ace, getting the action going. It opened to 20. Larger than we've been seeing. There's not a straddle on. And the jack high flop is the worst thing to happen for parlay.
1 bet, 35. 6 call. One bet, 100.
Well, parlay's got a kicker problem here.
I call.
1 call.
He goes ahead and jams. Pretty much only getting called by a better hand ever here. It's a rainbow board, so you're not getting called by any flush draws you're ahead of. I mean, you're maybe a 10-8 for an open-ended straight. Oh wow, King River.
That's super unlucky.
He talked it into existence.
Holy shit, that's
He talked it all the way into existence.
I know exactly how you feel.
Unless the king comes.
3 buy for 2.
3 bet for 2.
That's crazy. I should be back positive right
Thank you.
Well, parlay made a little gamble there, and it paid off. We'll see what he can do next. Yeah, Thomas taking a bit of a beating here. Ran top pair into aces, and then top pair with the better kicker into a river 2 pair. And now he gets queens. So I think if he loses a 3rd big one in a row here, that could affect the psyche a bit. Are going 4 ways to a flop, which is never great with queens. Parlay, though, has the only overcard.
That's it.
Super safe flop.
1 bet, 80.
And he's going 80 into 102. Cleaning up the trash right away.
Give me the hand every single time. Nah, not with the way these last two.
I forgot all about it, bro.
He's like, I'm gonna get the pot and I'm gonna get some extra.
You said I should have waited on my king to come out on the time little river, man.
Yeah, with my luck right now, brother,
I had two
you were
over
good.
there.
You were good.
14. Oh, shit. I ain't gonna chase that damn shit. 80? Oh, man.
Why? That king hurt. That king hurt. Right after just leaving.
Yeah.
No feeling.
Group chat's going crazy right now, Troy.
They going nuts. They on your ass.
Bubba.
Oh, man, bro.
They would have lost all those pots too.
Yeah, they
Oh yeah. No one's folding that, brother.
I would have lost it fucking back. But I was on top.
I guess my logic there was.
Mark with pocket eights could elect a 3-bet here if he wanted, but makes the flat. Mike has got 9s. He's not going to pass up the opportunity to bump this up a bit.
65. 55. Six fold, 7 fold, 8 fold, 9 fold, 2 fold.
It's down to Mark. 8s are always tricky here. Strong hand in their own right. No odds for set mining, so you're really playing the value of the pair.
I had two callers, so I was like, oh, I'm keeping this all in snap call. He had to use it. It's a jack on the river.
Booker Monkey, I see you in the chat. How you doing?
Then he cooler me at the river. I said 8. I think I still had the best hand. 8, yeah.
I'm riding solo tonight here in the booth.
Well, I was thinking it was either something like 9s or 10s or ace king. There's no flop. Or possibly 7s.
Yeah.
If you had ace king, I mean, absolutely.
Hey, these pocket pairs are coming in bunches right now.
Dude, they are.
Yeah, that is a understatement there from Thomas in seat 1. We have seen a lot of pocket pairs already. Of course, now that I say that, no one has one that time. Got a limped blind on blind pot here.
Maybe a few minutes behind, but it was.
7 deuce game is on.
Don't they remind you? No. He's got a 6.
Well, 6 is going to be good for Troy.
With no phone, it's kind of weird. I know. I say he's got the watching every time.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. All right, look at those.
Effectively gets his money back there as he pulls in just the original blind, the original $2, and gives the $2 big blind to the dealer. So this is a $15 flip. They're going to try to do this every half hour. Little money will come out to pay the production team, and
He got a shot for himself.
You didn't tell me nothing.
Nobody like it.
I did. He got a shot for himself, though.
Oh, they are. Yeah. Oh, my bad.
That's why I just got myself another margarita, too.
Okay. Yeah.
For the service and then point to me when she comes to pay for the
Yeah, I
job.
did. When you said it, I was like, I'm
We
in.
both did.
Oh, she didn't come text me shit. Y'all already paid y'all shit?
No, I didn't get one. I thought you were grabbing them, so I was waiting.
Oh, don't worry, I got you then, bro.
This is a winner.
That's you guys. Sure.
Good.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It was a flip, no?
Yeah.
That's a flip. Oh, I'm murdering the game.
With one pair.
Oh,
Yep.
wait. Ooh, that's for me.
Oh, straight, baby.
Spades.
Spades just said.
Spades.
Some of my spades.
7 high spades are going to be good for it.
I
there.
I got a bad flush.
Yeah, right.
Bad flush is good enough.
Any flush is good.
You didn't drink 10 out there, bro. You don't want all that shit.
Oddly enough, no one had a straight either. Yeah. No ace jack, no jack 9.
Wouldn't have mattered. Straight wouldn't have mattered.
Chip it out, not for the flip.
No, it's gonna stand.
DJ Diana watching?
I'm sure. There's nothing I could do losing that $300.
Cynthia was like,
though.
send me a link. I'm like, oh god.
My percentage odds are pretty insane.
I'm watching.
Micah going to get the action going here. Pocket 10s. You've seen that hand a couple times already. 7 deuce for Thomas, but
He's still feeling it.
he did not play it.
He's regretting it.
Kind of rare in a 2-bet pot not to get in there with the 7 deuce.
Can't let my man suffer by himself over there.
May have forgotten the game was going.
I don't need y'all rewatching this hoe and tell me I don't want to. Hey, watch this. Who take this shot? Damn near died at the table.
Snuck up on him out of nowhere.
That hoe, it's nice though. I don't know what it was, but it was nice. I don't know what brand it was. She said that hoe was better than Patron. I don't know.
She said it's supposed to be better than Patron.
Patron was better than Don
Patron was
Julio.
terrible.
Patron is
Yeah,
terrible.
Patron was
That's
terrible.
what she said. I thought she said Patron. She
You
said Don
insinuated
Julio.
Patron was good? Patron was terrible.
Hey man, say man. Hey, good guy.
The only reason anybody
You
likes
know,
Patron,
drink was available.
the only, yeah, I would drink any other than Patron usually. It's definitely everything else available.
Back in my 20s, man, my early 20s, I used to drink that damn shit, bro.
Yeah, I know, because it was all on the songs. That's how I got so popular. Every song back then had Patron in it. That's the only reason it's popular. Because this is terrible. Terrible. There's so much cheaper, better tequila you can buy.
Set of 7s for Rosie. It's the second time we've seen the 7s hit. This time getting it done a little quicker on the flop instead of waiting for the turn. And he's got a couple queens to pay him off here. Does need the dodge diamonds though. Troy kind of sensing something is up here. It makes a very good lay down.
I checked the razor. Follow, man. I ain't got that yet.
Everyone paying $8, $5. No, it's $8. Yeah,
I was gonna say that.
oh, what a fold. Let's go, bro. I had queen 10.
I thought about that.
I thought it was on the flop bill. My damn
He should have flipped over one of those 7s and then asked if everyone wanted to pay him.
No, I looked at it. I'm like, bro, I think
Scenario for you. And me, really.
Clean's the guess. It was 4 hearts, right?
Yeah. Good ball. Yeah, I wouldn't put it chase down that motherfucking roof of mine.
Seen the same 2 fucking cards.
All right, Mike has got 7 deuce, and he's going to take the aggressive route with it.
6 call, 7 fold.
Parlay just flatting with the jacks, inviting the danger.
Board bet. 4-0. 6 call. 8 fold.
Rosie's got 2 pairs, so he's not going anywhere.
Oh,
4 all in. 6 fold.
Yeah, that's gonna be on the cooler right there. I ain't fucking with that.
Y'all wanna join me? To the cooler club?
Yeah, I went on the cooler, man.
I'm gonna get my shirt cool.
I just had a.
Oh, it gets through.
Oh my god. You're kidding me.
I saw you.
You are fucking kidding me, bro. Oh my
I
god.
remember that.
Surprise, 2 pair folded there.
That's what I had fucking jacks, bro. Watch this stream. Oh, 5. Y'all watch when he won that fucking 5 with that.
Bro, I'm
I had
surprised.
fucking fucking jacks. I'm so
surprised.
It's always nice to at least hit the goose, too.
2 hands ago, I had
2 pairs.
You raised 50 and you went 40. I thought about shit. I was like, it's not worth $45.
Yeah.
I was just repping a big.
You don't want to see that. I'm getting roasted. We all are.
You don't want to see that shit.
Rosie's friends are roast. They're definitely roasting them right
They're
now.
smoking my shit right now in the chat.
Definitely, bro. That's fun.
Oh my god. I keep forgetting
Oh,
we're
yeah,
playing
1
that.
second.
Bro, I can't even go to you and say nice hand because man,
9.
bro, fuck your hand.
1 fold. 2 call.
Nice bet though.
Everyone just limping. Mark's not going to stand for that in the small blind. Try to narrow the field a little bit here. And it looks like Troy did the old limp 3 bet with ace jack off.
You're gonna watch that back over and over and over.
I think he's gonna clip it and he's gonna farm send it to everybody. Y'all watch this
Everybody,
shit.
you know, yeah, watch what I did to this poor guy.
Neither player with the king, but both with a spade.
He's out the pot. Nobody here.
Troy's going to keep the aggression going.
Here, not still, man. Who
He's
fold?
probably going to get the fold.
I did not know.
I had it 20, but it's my
This
stats.
farmer like that.
I got 300.
You guys are 20.
Yeah, I didn't know that shit was-
Mark just went up to 300. Mark is 2-3.
That just pissed me the fuck off. I ain't gonna lie, I'm coming for his neck. He got me fucked up.
So we're moving right along tonight. Good pace of play. We're already on hand 24.
He got me fucked up.
I mean, hey, you got Delvin like 8 times earlier today?
Bro, I haven't been able to win with pocket jacks all day. The table that me and was sitting there earlier, everybody just kept getting jacks in rotation, like back to back.
You hit quads in the one.
I did, I hit quads.
That's the only one you hit quad jacks and then it was like cold.
And it was it.
Everyone limping through here.
Sniffing at it. I can learn that in the call.
Dude, I was really trying to go through it. Just like,
The Texas heads up to a $10 pot.
what did you fold?
A lot of clubs out there for Micah and Gerardo. Troy with the queen. Mark with the interesting ace of clubs, but he goes ahead and gets out of the way. Troy goes $40 into a $70 pot. Just a little over half. Flush does come in.
I'm glad I folded.
Yo, I'm not betting anything if it's a club. I'm not betting.
I had the flush too.
I had 5 shots.
I had the flush too, but
I was hoping you would stab at it again.
Yeah, absolutely not.
That's a great check there. Absolutely not.
his raise got me out of there. Otherwise, I 100% stab my flush there.
Yeah.
I'm not first to add. Oh yeah. And I know your first game.
I thought about it and I was like, every time I win, I'm like, I don't
We have a second here. We'll look at the updated winnings. Rob's still leading the way. Had a couple big hands. He's up a bit more than a buy-in. Micah and Parlay having a nice night so far as well. Try a little positive. Gerardo down 200. Thomas down about a couple buy-ins. Cooler situation on one of those. And everyone else fighting somewhere in the middle.
I owe 2 people a drink.
Yeah, I'm in on
Their tab.
whatever he had. I'll take.
No, I got a beer. I'm not taking another shot. Y'all ain't finna have me fucked out.
Just 2 again.
Okay, anything else for
No one with anything too stellar here, so Texas heads up again to a $10 pot again. Flop trips for Micah. He elects to just flat the turn bet there. Keeps all the bluffs active.
45. I got 4. Good call.
Get a 4? Me.
Nice baby.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's trapping.
Got a little trappy there, but the a diamond could have made that nasty.
I know, right?
I mean, this is just making it up. I'm stuck like a grand from earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was playing one too from like probably noon to about like 4:30, 5 o'clock when I left earlier. Bought in about 3
I'd like to thank everyone that's with us about an hour into this stream here. Tuesday night. We normally do this on Mondays regularly. This is kind of a extra one here, but the Rec Stakes 1-2 game, 300 cap. These players just got on the list out on the floor and kind of first come, first serve, get on the live stream. You can do that sometimes here at Palace Poker. I am Dude Maestro on the mic, flying solo in the booth. We've got Jim slinging the cards.
The lowest my youth has ever been. I agree with that.
If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Click that little notification bell while you're at it and get alerted when these streams pop up throughout the week.
I always do.
I watch these streams sometimes. And I'm like,
Spicy margarita.
You should ask for some. They're good.
Rob's sevens are still way ahead. And he's double blocking 7 deuce, so I should feel a little safer.
Well, I mean, realistically, I didn't.
Did you have an ace?
No, I didn't have shit, right?
Oh. That's why he said good call. And
But
realized
he gave me
got
this
trapped.
weird indicator with his turn snap that like, okay, maybe he did have something.
He was just like one of those guys trips ever because it's a limp pot.
Yeah.
And he raised free, I'm out.
That's 30 and 100 on this river here. Bit of a dangerous bet. Hard to get called by worse and extract any value there.
Usually, right?
Flush cards, over cards. Pretty much just value owning yourself. Anything that's going to call you beats you. And you can't call a raise, so.
Okay, I'm back. Do you need anything else?
Yeah, I'll take a spicy margarita.
Anything else before I go?
I'll take a nutty cold water as well.
I'm just not gonna do no chasing on fucking,
You don't want your
on camera and
You don't want
shit.
your friends to see you fucking.
Why not? That's the whole point. That's how you get business.
That's the whole point.
How you track customers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Except for
They're talking about the hands you play on the live stream, on the table chatter there, and yeah, some people don't want to do anything silly on stream, but a couple of the other players quickly pointing out, it's like, that's how you get your customers in the other games. The more wild you look here when everyone's watching, the more likely you get action when you need it out on the floor in a standard game.
I don't think so. I mean, I think that was just between them. I was just playing for the show.
Rob with the pocket fours this time. They've been flying around this table today. We're 28 hands in, and I think we've seen fours 10 times.
That's for me.
Or you want me to play when you're ready?
No, it's just next to me, so I don't know.
It has to be cash. Oh, you know what? Or, can I take straight chips or not? So, $6.
What is that?
6 bet 45. 5 call.
Thank you.
5 all in.
Come on, brother.
Cool.
He has nothing.
I have a winner.
If you're right.
See what happens when you play tight for 2 rounds, you actually get some respect.
Flip, guys.
Respect. You should see the hands they called me with. Guarantee you they didn't call me with anything good.
Who, me?
There you go. I had 4 callers.
I had queen ace.
Queen ace? Only queen ace.
And king was out there, was the king out there, yes sir. And then on the river, that was
There's
a
a king out there.
I used shooting connectors.
So you let it. So you
That was
let
the
it.
king.
So you let on the turn.
I would have followed that shit too. The way you snapped his turn call and then all in, yeah, I would have followed that shit too. Good rep. You repped it.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
He had position.
You made the right move.
He had
Otherwise,
position.
you would have lost the extra 150.
He had position. If I had first act and I went on ahead and bid and did my thing, he would have closed that shit.
Shit, we're folding.
They didn't call nothing.
Did you say duh?
I said, well done.
It looks like this is another one of the $15 flips.
He said duh.
I can't win with flipping the card.
Six, just 6. Good to go?
You nuts.
Alright, cool, good to go.
I haven't
Throw,
heard.
throw a 3 out there, Jim. You get a 3 out there, Jim.
There's the 3. Troy called for it. Hits the set.
Put a deuce out there. And just,
King, maybe? Diamond. King. Ooh. Dang. Come on, bro.
Broadway.
I tend to go.
Oh my
I know.
god.
Damn, I had 3 there.
I had a flush.
I would have had the better. Well, I don't know, I had the better.
Oh, yeah, spades.
Oh no, I had a hard place.
Mike and Rosie both with the Broadway. Chop this up. And then we'll resume our standard 1-2 No-Limit Hold'em action.
Cheers.
Is it green card? Appreciate
I
it.
just, honestly, I was sipping it. I honestly was sipping it. Cheers.
You're drinking it.
I was gonna shoot it, and then I'm like, honestly, I kind of want to sip it. I haven't sipped tequila in a long time.
Cheers, boy.
Cheers, guys. All on camera will see it. Are you cheering with water? Sparkling water.
Sparkling water. This isn't just water.
Carbonated water, is that what it's called?
What's that?
One full.
Fucking position.
Full. Three full. Four full. Five full.
Hell, or pocket share, I've gotten like 14 without 8 king, or the turnips out on
Okay,
8.
one second.
Parlay getting the action going with Jack 7 offsuit in the cutoff. Opening that range up a fair bit.
For the king though, that was,
Yeah, that one
he
earlier.
manifested that one.
King, queen.
I mean, yeah.
That one was bad too.
And
The
it's
ace
just
jack,
so hot for him.
Kind of gets a click back there from Rob on the button.
Yeah, the ace jack.
Cause you're like, oh, that's the king comes.
My fucking luck, right?
Trust me, I know that luck. I'm very
That's the
familiar with
difference
it.
between probably being up 100 and being down 6 right now. That's the difference.
I'm still, I'm in for 6 or 7 already for the day.
That's how big of a swing that was.
I've been up, I was up for about 20 minutes.
3. So if I win, I go back to
That first
where I was
10 in the
at.
bomb
Right.
pot,
But since I lost,
and then
now,
Kai got me for that big bomb pot.
it's like that sometimes.
It's all only like about
2 or 3 bullets are really good roll. And then right after that, I get
Same
clean.
freaking boat, and it's 5 gold on the bottom, I can't pay nothing. Like, no club, no care, nothing. Oh, you could have put another 9 down there, but king 7 beats him. You know, but he had king 5-5 deuce. Yeah, he had king 5-5 deuce. Oh no, it would have been a full house. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
I'm not
So, yeah, but I
good
couldn't.
with money, bro. Yeah. I'd rather fold. Just catch your ass in a couple of hands, bro. Catch your ass.
Well, Jack 7 offsuit was good for an open raise from parlay before, but pocket 3's just a limp. Rob gets in there with the raise. Suited broadways in the cutoff.
That's a long time for me to survive. It's a long time for me to survive.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, last week.
That is a long time for me to survive.
Well, they usually do 7 to 10, but they had a bigger game plan, so it was supposed to be 6 to 10.
Man, I was
Since they already had it on the schedule, they didn't get enough players, they got this time slot.
Nine full. Single full.
It's like Troy called with his gut shot.
I'm all for it. As hard as I am, I'm gonna give you an extra hour from cars.
And he hits it.
I'll buy my time until then, I guess.
It's not showing yet on the board. There we go.
Glory in the fucking chat.
So he hits the straight. Rob, though, picks up an open ender.
You think he was playing a tournament?
Yeah, we got our 50K.
Can't really go anywhere here. Gonna call it.
There's been an investigation on the
Yeah, no,
It is every weekend. Last time we did the Pope Classic, I think we got like 350 players. It was the same weekend that TCH had theirs. They beat us by like 11 players. But I told everybody, I think what happened is that I was watching early on. We had a lot of entries. They had like none compared to us. I think what happened is a lot of our players have busted. I went to play that one actually. So their number got high only because they got a bunch of large dropouts.
You're gonna take all types of fucking highlights.
What's up?
I say you're gonna enjoy this stream. Yeah, go back, take so many highlights.
Think about how annoying that next poker night with his buddies is gonna be. He's just reliving all the stories. He's like,
Brother.
I played the 6-7 hand, man.
We probably already been clipped and posted.
I don't blow
for
it.
sure. I can already see E-Time. PJ, what were you thinking with the ace jack there?
You're telling me got called too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's calling it. He's raising that. Yeah. Well, we were all in, so you can't raise it, but yeah, that's E-Time's.
You said, yeah, king high.
Four raise. Five fold, six fold. Troy, can you scan your cards, please?
Yes, sir.
Opening hand.
Need of those?
Guys, we got the queen of spades and the five of hearts.
Micah getting the action going, and it looks like Troy's just going to flat with the nines in the cutoff.
Okay, cool.
Could have elected to 3-bet that hand.
That's up.
9s are still ahead. Relatively safe board, only one over.
8 bet 20. 4 fold.
And he will take it down.
Thank you.
So everyone started this game with about 300 in their stack. You can see stack sizes right now varying anywhere from 159 up to 653. Micah and Rob both with at least twice original buy-in in front of them.
Yeah, I would say I was just basketball, football, and
In between the next hands, I'll start bringing up VPIP and some other stats.
baseball. I love this baseball. I'm a bro, I'm a Ranger Stadium like lunatic.
6 calls, 7 fold, 8 fold, 9 fold.
I see Kansas Cooler in the chat.
Oh, yeah?
I have not had a chance to watch your stream from the other night here, but I hear it went well. Again. Always good to see you.
Well, the last generation to watch the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl was I was going to the Super Bowl.
I've been here a long time, so I know the Cowboys man.
3 jacks on the board and absolutely no one with a pair in their hand to make a boat. There's the 10. Yeah. Too high a chance of this being checked back. Henry's got to bet it. Also got Johnny Sandtrap in the chat. Thank everyone that's with us. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for future streams. Hop in the live chat. Let me know if you're rooting for anyone here or any questions you have about Palace Poker. If I don't know the answer, we'll get it for you.
Yeah, right? It feels like you walking back into a back there.
I'll take his line. Had a winner.
I like it.
All right, 7 deuce game is on.
Stealing your line. I don't like that. I don't want
We've seen it folded once since it's been on. We've seen it won once. Seeing a lot of 7s in other hands, so it's going to be pretty tough for Rob to actually hit a hand here. Saw deuce folded as well. So drawing very thin for an actual hand. He's going to need to bluff his way to it. And this board's a perfect opportunity versus 6s. 20 into a pot of 48. Sixes, non-believers. Snap called there, which is going to make it really tough for Rob to fire again. He does find another bet, though, and that ought to get the job done.
That's the second time that happens to me, bro.
7 deuce.
Here's my side.
3-2.
Suited.
That's fucking horrendous. Okay.
Yeah, that second barrel usually gets the job done if you can find the guts to pull it. Pull the trigger.
To be fair, it happened to all of us.
But it
We
really
all had to pay.
Yeah, Kansas Cooler, I definitely will watch that stream. It's been kind of a crazy week. It's going to continue to be a crazy week, but I will find an opportunity, I promise. And look forward to seeing you your next trip through the area.
And pride.
Is it some juice and Rosie's in? Oh, I'm in there.
That's
They don't get this
I
fly.
literally had a 2-pair again.
So they're gonna post it.
I still got a post. Stream, that's how they do that. You gotta show your card.
Ace 10 offsuit, good for an open in the cutoff from Henry.
Oh, shoot, doesn't have the cards. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
So with that, I'm going to bring up some VPIP stats voluntarily put in pot. And kind of have a little bit of a split in table dynamics here. Troy, Micah, Parlay, and Rosie all at 40% and above. And Rob, Thomas, Henry, Gerardo, and Mark between 17 and 25%. Typically pretty good VPIPs for like online play, things like that. Typically in a live stream, you'll see around 30% above. So we definitely have a split in the dynamic here as far as the tight players and loose players. See if anyone picks up on that and uses it to their advantage.
Yeah, that's it.
See a question in the chat about do we live stream tournaments as well? Yes, we do live stream some of the final tables. I believe we have a couple coming up on the schedule that will be live streamed. Coker Eric may hop in the chat and clear that up.
Okay, all right. That's terrible. Oh, no, you're way ahead, behind.
Would you say twice?
Yeah, I love King 10, bro. King 10's solid.
I love King.
That's one of my, like, Troy, what is that, my second favorite hand choice?
You know what? You got the support.
That's so much stronger than Ace King right there.
I'm still on Ace King. King, Ace King.
Ace King gets cracked.
Wrong suit.
He's ahead.
He's ahead now. Got some.
Good shot.
King.
Oh, running it twice.
Yeah.
King 10 still ahead of Ace King here.
Oh,
They are running it twice. Ace King picks up Broadway on the river. And that's extra unfortunate for Rosie as he's already burned one of his 10s. There's another, though. Right away.
Well, at least I'm getting half. I'm happy that I got on the top one.
Only needs to dodge an ace, and I think they're all gone. All the 10s come out.
See, told you, you have the support, so everybody's
Thank you.
hard to win when everybody wants you to lose.
Nobody wants you to lose.
I like Ace King. I like King too.
Look, it's the only hand I looked at that was higher than a 5. King 10 jam though, that's fine.
Love that hand. After 2 times with the 7
Most of 3 bets.
Dude, King 10 suited it, so
So W. It's a nice hand.
You 3 bet squeeze with that hand, we don't jam with it.
That was a tilt call right there.
you may have got 3 callers if he did that. He was interested in calling.
Yeah, but then I want to get screwed on the first
Yeah,
one.
you don't want that.
He had me in terrible shape. That ace nine.
So to follow back up on that question about live streaming tournaments, I believe the final table for the Classic on the 7th is going to be live streamed, as well as the final table for the Bigger O tourney on the 8th. So the 7th and 8th are both going to have their final tables live streamed. At least that's in my notes. Four ways to a flop here. A lot of hearts already spoken for. Rob flops the nut flush draw with the clubs. Thomas and Micah each with a pair. Not much for Troy to work with. But he's the one who bets. Troy picks up a little equity there. Now needs a 5 to catch a wheel. Pot of 141, a bet of 35 is not going to give a whole lot of protection for the jack. This is going to go bet, call, fold most likely. $100 into a $246 pot. So less than half pot here.
Did you still have cards, right? Yeah. Oh, so my bad, bro. My bad. No, you're good. You're good. You're all good.
There are a few 2-pair combinations that are available here that Micah is considering.
You're good, bro. You're fine.
Okay, I got jack.
Good call.
So I brought up VPIP a little bit ago. We saw kind of a split in the field there. Let's look at pre-flop raise percentages.
King, queen. Yeah, I was like,
And you see Micah very active, 27%.
you might be bluffing more often than not. So like,
Mark, Parlay, and Rosie haven't been bumping it up too much. They're still in single digits on the pre-flop raise.
exactly. So because I have the queen blocker, I was like, I feel like this is an okay call.
Yeah. Probably pretty good call.
Well, the only thing that made it difficult was because there was a guy behind. That's what I was. That's why I double checked.
That's why you can't raise. You can only call.
Right.
Big call. Or sorry, non call really. One call. Two call. Fold. Four fold. Five fold. Fold. Seven call. Eight check. Five blitz. Call.
I think I might fold.
Dude, I thought about
Like, it would have been.
I'll bring up stats on Rob right now, who's wearing the Palace Poker hoodie. Up more than a buy-in, plus 369 in this game. But take a look at his stats here. And at 28% VPIP, but 18% pre-flop raise, he's got kind of what you're looking for here. You want that PFR to be pretty close to the VPIP. And as far as this table is concerned, this is one of the better stat lines on that in that regard, and it's working out for him. Gerardo also has some pretty tightly coupled stats with a 23% VPIP and 15% PFR.
2 raise 20, 3 fold, 4 fold, 5 fold, 6 fold, 7 fold, 8 call, 9 call, 2 raise.
Yeah, you can just put yourself back up to 3. It's kind of like the 1-2 over there.
Can you?
Yeah, you can go 3.
Just can't add on. They bring it out to you, or?
Yeah,
Give it to you after
you can have someone get 3 checks.
Okay. Yeah, so playing short stack is not.
Especially if you're stuck and you want to get back.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what I'm at so I can top up.
2 call, 3 fold, 4 call, 5 fold, 6 fold, 7 makes it 20.
Gerardo away from the table, and he had King 10 suited there. Rob, though, waking up with the pocket jacks.
I can hang my head on, get back to them, hold the winner yet.
4 call, even my holding plate, heads up.
Check card.
Versus a 6-5 offsuit. This is should be over just as quickly as it started. Micah looking to smash the flop, did not happen. And Gerardo saved himself a bunch of money by being away from the table there, as he would have flopped top pair and been against a set.
Care to get your margarita? What's that? Care to get your margarita? Yeah. Like it?
Who do I tell when I top up just you?
25.
Cool. Can I top up 140? Because we're at 3.
I'm getting old, my eyes shut my core. I gotta do the old man. What is it? I realized my vision, I've always had like not great vision, I wear contacts and all that, but I remember a couple of years ago, the first time I looked at my phone and I went like this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the oldest fucking,
It's happening.
that's the oldest fucking thing I've ever done in my life, is when I had to like get it into focus. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'm losing vision on right away with like my lens detached. So it's making me nearsighted. So now I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this.
8 calls, 9 calls.
I go to a restaurant with a dark lit menu and I'm just like,
Yeah.
We're going 3 ways.
What's even worse out there when it's like there's a straddle constantly on, it's like you just have to wait until you get a good hand. Yeah. It's basically like a short stack 2-5.
So we're going to go to the flop here with King Queen versus Jack 10 versus 10-9. Very interconnected hands. Could be a dangerous flop, and that is one of them. Queen 10, 6 rainbow.
4 bet 30.
Everyone with at least a pair and backdoor straight draw.
He said hold on 1 call.
it's 8 fold. I played a week or 2 ago. I think I won one. And it was a block. I think I got a pair off. I had nothing. 10 high. I got that for the rest. I either was not in the pot or
We playing on Monday or Tuesday?
I was playing on it was a Monday. But it was, I mean,
Mike is going to keep the foot on the gas, even though the board paired here on the turn.
you're not winning fingers. You're not
Did
getting
I come in
things.
today? We don't have a lot of shippers. I'm a shipper, and I'm not even a shipper. Like, what the fuck's going on?
No, it's a completely different game.
Rosie jamming second pair on a paired board.
Oh, we got a shipper.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking shipper, but today I'm fucking throwing those.
Effectively turning his 10 into a bluff. To look like the 6.
He's a 725. 725.
Calling with a 6?
Yeah, we got 3-1.
2.5.
Next hand could be.
Alright, so next one is 1.5.
Yeah, it's just not enough to actually get the fold.
So do you?
What?
You gotta say
Let's
it.
go. No, 6. No, 6.
Flush
Oh,
draw.
shit.
No. This would be the fucking king shows me.
Yeah.
I say no.
You know, when I had king queen, brother, I ran into your king and hit like an ace.
Right. It's,
Thank you.
hey man, sometimes you.
That's how it works, right? It's a parking lot hand, though.
Yeah.
It's a parking lot hand.
Sometimes
it's buggy, sometimes it's a windshield.
Yes,
Right.
no, yeah.
You know what's
We got
crazy
total
though
of 302,
is-
that's
Could have won the parking lot
He
with
had
him
just
on
said
ace
the hand
queen.
before. I only won 6 hands.
Parking lot
Yeah,
hand,
that's
ace
funny.
queen.
He made me there were some aces. As soon as I got
Right.
Also known as Rihanna.
Right. That was so much fire in single one.
I want to be the fucking.
Pretty sure the parking lot hand is ace queen. And it's also known as Rihanna. Good point. It looks nice, but it gets beat up a lot.
Cleaning everyone out, you know?
wow, that's fucking crazy.
You know, not to call out anyone, but Mark, forgive me. I got to get these numbers up, buddy. VPIP 17%, PFR of 9%.
Remember mine being freaking stuck. Whatever.
And had a whole lot of opportunities here. Hopefully he can pick up something to mix it up here as he's on the big blind. And I'm going to say by that expression he did not pick up something, but we'll know in a moment. Parlay gets the action going with Big Slick, raising to 20.
That's good table.
I wanted to make this 7 moves easy, man. We gonna make it hard. I wanna win one.
Parlay going with pot size bet, and that's going to be snap fold. Micah keeps trying to mix it up with some of these low connectors, gappers, and it's like Broadway flops every time, it seems like.
Philadelphia.
Right there.
We're already doing it. We already collected it.
You said you're cool.
I'm a believer there as well.
Yeah. He's never going to play 17 games. Ever.
That was good money back though.
Oh, he's the best player in the NFL, in my opinion, bro.
He's a cheat code on anytime TD.
Yeah, he had a good outfit.
Yeah.
He did really well.
Put me the flush out there. Give me that diamond flush, man.
You got it down.
Give me any card.
It's been 30 minutes, so this is our flip.
Give me diamond flush.
Throw some hearts out there, Jim.
Two deuces out.
Anybody got any 10?
5 and 9.
Oh, he's got a 10
King's
over there.
Canada.
That's not
Just
good.
9.
See some bugs and some kings.
All right, we're good to go.
Give me some hearts.
All right, let's see what we get here. The only pairs I see in the hands are 7s, 8s, and 10s. 7s have hit every time.
Give me a heart. Give me a heart.
Oh, there's deuces also, yeah.
I got the wheel.
So 5.
Oh, no, he doesn't have that.
Yep, Mark picks up the wheel. No one with 5, 6.
Damn, we're here, man.
I know.
First time I got a both sides of
That's actually a good deal. I like it.
right?
Good thing kings,
Right, kings are all out, though.
I'm just saying in general, I'm like, if you got dealt that, you'd be like, alright, I got enough flush draws, I got kings, I can boat up, you got all kinds
I
of
don't like
shit
that.
going
I turn
on.
a set of deuces into
And the
something.
king doesn't handle clubs. I hate when I have the ace of clubs and then I have 2 or 3 other clubs in my hand or something. It's like, there's so many different club outs, it's brutal.
I was one, we were in a bomb pot earlier, and I got dealt 8-8-8 now. I was like,
Oh, I had it with 5. I had it with that with 5. It was so stupid.
Well, dog,
Have you seen
you
someone
want a
actually
trip,
try to
everybody
play that
pays you.
before?
I play it all the time.
We invite them back to the table.
Yeah.
right.
I got a vote, man. We can only play 2 cards.
You do. Like, but come back next week, we'll be here.
Yeah, right.
Thank God for the flips today, otherwise I'd be down.
Hey, you won 2 or 3 of them, shit.
I haven't gotten any hands other than that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
A lot of Broadway hands here in the mix.
Alright, so we're all eating, I guess I'll come to dinner.
I honestly, I stopped playing glasses a long time ago, but I got these yesterday from a buddy.
5-handed to the flop. Henry with the only pair.
I just wanna see what they're all about.
Mark and Troy both catch the queen, but Gerardo's got the 9.
I got married in October. It's just been 8 months.
Rainbow board, though.
No, 8 calls. 2 folds.
Mark goes ahead and leads out of position multi-way here. With his king, queen. Gets a couple callers.
In a heartbeat. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even care what they look like. Give me that shit. So I was wearing them today to kind of see how I like them. I was like, they look good. I like them. I appreciate it.
He is ahead here. It's going to be a dangerous play out of position sometimes. A little over half pot's going to get called by the other queen in play.
Big call.
Kind of leaves only an all-in as the possible bet size on the river. But this is likely to go check, or well, he's going for it.
I'm kind of pot committed, sir. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You are indeed kind of pot committed.
He's got a queen.
Thank you.
That's crazy. You doing a free tip too?
Could be against 7 deuce here. You're not.
I call.
Just king, queen.
Oh,
City.
Appreciate you, Mark. Thank you.
Nice hand, sir.
yeah,
And then shooting. Oh, yeah. Nice hand. Shooting, but he wasn't that strong. I thought he was
it counts.
Would I have to snap two hands instead of one fucking hand? But you could just go like this real quick.
It's one of the best feelings.
I know, that was another thing too.
Yeah, that's why we play.
When I'm
If I was just behind there already, bro.
I like to be able to
Exactly. Yep.
But as a dealer, I find a lot of players do like that.
Do
So
like
I
to
end up
stack,
doing
yeah.
it most of the time. But that is if I know that they like it.
6 folds. 7 folds. 8 call. 9 call. 1 call. 2 folds. 3 folds. 4 call. 5 check.
Rosie just limped the ace-queen offsuit. He's got one of our lowest pre-flop raise percentages at the table. Actually, he's got the lowest at 4%.
5 check.
I would think ace-queen offsuit would have been a prime candidate to put in a raise.
Oh, he checked too. I'm sorry.
He's still narrowly ahead on this flop with the ace. Troy having second pair and the flush draw. He's got a ton of equity here. Interesting, you went pot size here on this turn. Let's see if he was using that to set up a river play.
Bro, if you would have folded there, bro, the check would have gone there.
I would have gone home after that.
Alright, I need a double up so I can be $10 short of you.
That's pretty shit. I got some shirts and t-shirts from the lodge. I'm rocking San Antonio. The regular t-shirts were $30 each. Here they sell the regular t-shirts for $15. For a shirt.
I won't buy the table. I think the first price I saw was something for like $80.
Yeah, that's
I didn't even look for nothing else.
quarters or whatever.
Yeah, that was a thick quarter.
That's the most expensive thing. Everything else is real.
5 raised to 20.
Everything else is reasonable, bro.
A lot of limps once again, but Gerardo gets it going with the ace-7 suited.
I got this one already.
Second player with that hand so far. This orbit, we've got a lot of king 10s out there. Pocket jacks for parlay. A lot of spades already spoken for.
My move, not playing hand for that one.
I finally got one.
And no one interested in calling parlays 3-bet. Well, when you've got a pre-flop raise percentage under 10% and you 3-bet, you're going to get a lot of folds.
Like I said, you ain't paying hand, and now when he raises, he ain't gonna raise 7 dudes.
Shit, he might.
You never know.
I think I'm a good idea.
It's better than playing them, seeing a flop.
Yeah,
The way it was going for you out there early, John, same with the jack.
I mean,
I would have loved to see a flop.
essentially he has $60 in the pot.
I would have loved to see a flop.
I don't think he played it though.
I don't take this. I don't plan on taking on the other night. You feel me?
You wouldn't know.
I know.
I would have been essentially a
I
pot.
don't take this. You better ask somebody. I walk out here with praise. Say, hey, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, bro, I walk out here broke as hell.
I just walk out and come back to work.
45.
1 raised to 45. Fold.
I just dealt to you earlier today.
You done to me?
You deal up there already?
He's Gerardo in the box with blue.
Gerardo. 740.
Fold.
740?
Was I up?
So Rosie had the open and a 3-bet defend. Not a dynamic we've seen much tonight.
2-2 or like 5 hands.
He is dominated,
Right over there. You should be 3 pots.
but has the only spade on an all-spade board.
Flop queen 9, remember? Queen 9-9.
Gut shot and a flush draw. Rosie could put out a little bet here, try to take it down right away. He likes to check.
Tournament with some buddies that wasn't them, and my best friend
Thomas thinking his king high might be good. Checked it back.
Clear with y'all. Can't do it. I should just say, sitting
Earlier
still.
that we were recording all day long. Yeah.
He's like, it's 4
That
a.m.
run so bad.
I had to rent it. Yeah, like I had to rent it on the face drum.
I've gone 1 hour on golf
We
hunt
make it
3
maybe
times in
25
1
minutes
week.
in. I'm like,
They had one.
why did you do that? I'm like,
Guaranteed to have
Why not?
possibly
I
scooping
thought we might make it a ways in. I'm
with
like, 45 minutes is a good 25 minutes.
Yeah.
one
I was
car.
like, I just got in that mood.
Glad we don't hold on to that last.
I wish we did. I've never let them flip. At least I could tell somebody out.
The end of the movie.
Instead of just having to rely on dumb
The
blogs
music
that they
was
have.
dun, dun, dun,
We
dun,
did
dun,
flips,
dun.
and then after every flip, we do a lot.
First aggression works. No surprise there.
Actually got somebody out. Flip, I just run bad.
Thomas is the 3-better pre-flop. Could have represented all the overpairs.
Yeah, I'm always so scared when it comes out mono.
Super monotone.
Super connected too. It's like this. Nobody has straight flush draws problem.
That's because it's the same way we always.
Yeah, I was just trying to think, like, what would he call?
I don't really
45, maybe 10 minutes or something. He played King 10 earlier for that price.
That's idea. That's the best idea.
In the crew. And nobody would end up turning the TV on, so I kid you not, probably about 30 different times I'd wake up in the morning on the couch or something like that, and I'd just hear that music going on. Like it just burned in my brain.
It was a sign of a good time had.
Yes.
Fourth ball, 5 minutes and 12.
Yeah, I mean, classic, man.
Not too many hands to speak of here.
When it was out, it was
Gerardo raises his offsuit gapper. Going to get 3-bet from Rob out of the small blind with the 10-9 suited. I like this play at this table. 3-bets have been getting a lot of respect in folds. He's got an image that can do that. And if he gets called, he's rarely in horrible shape with 10-9 suited. So nicely played. Let's take a look at the cumulative winnings to this point. And Micah in the lead, plus 701, up a couple buy-ins. Mark plus 485 after that big hand not too long ago. Rob plus 395. So we got 3 players up more than a buy-in. And Thomas throwing the party at minus 723. Troy minus 576. Rest of the field kind of somewhere in the middle, up or down, less than a buy-in, looking for their spot.
and she's sitting right
They did, unfortunately, every single time.
we're going.
This is Dude Maestro on the mic here. Thank everyone that's stuck with us, or if you've been with us from the beginning. Thank you to everyone that's joined us since. Take a moment, like, subscribe, click that little notification bell for future streams, and drop a line in the chat. Let me know if you're pulling for someone specific here, or if you're played at Palace Poker before. You have any questions, or
So they couldn't fire me.
if you're watching from out of state,
If I wasn't so good at that job, she would have
what is up in the land of chat?
raised after like 6 months.
Troy was second pair here, but Henry with the nut flush draw. Could raise and does. Just a little more than a click back, though. And that's enough to get the job done.
No, it's so bad I haven't even been able to get a blast off with a 7 weeks yet. I can't even get that bad of a hand. I can't get a bad hand that could be a winner.
Got Zachariah Spencer in the chat saying, if Micah Tucker doesn't win, I'm going to divorce my wife. Well, let's not go to that extreme. Poker can be a swingy game.
higher.
And then he says, please God, give Micah Tucker good hands.
Gino was over there, he bought the fucking team. He's not the owner, he's just the
They
president.
got headaches so they wouldn't be in QB hell, and now they're still in QB.
They're gonna be in QB.
I got a lot of Broadway cards in play here. Gerardo with the only pair with queens. 1 over on the flop. Let's go put 25 out there into the pot of 66 and see what develops. Rosie does have the top pair.
I think I saw ESPN.
The Cardinals.
He's the prototypical.
So that's what I was looking
The
at.
Falcons are about to release. They're releasing Kirk Cousins too.
They should have never said. They should
So
have.
that's what they're looking at.
No,
He's
it's
terrible.
terrible
He
deal.
screwed 2 organizations.
Terrible deal they signed.
Yeah, I'm a
Recreational
Vikings
man.
fan.
Take out the
Bro, whoever his agent is.
Did y'all take
I
out
will-
the
Every time he
Yes,
plays,
sir.
they're losing.
So after check calling the flop, it looks like Rosie's going to lead out on the turn here. A blank turn by all respects.
I'll tell you what, man. Kyler,
Kind of a strange play.
after that, Call of Duty comes out, he's terrible.
Minnesota better not pick up Kyler.
Gerardo just goes ahead and jams.
In like 7 years.
Who's y'all's new OC now? Because I'm a Bucks fan, so I know we hired y'all's OC.
Man,
The dude that came with Stefanski.
Yep. They came over as a pair.
I'm drawing a blank now, bro. Yeah.
They came over as a pair.
Okay.
Yep.
Forgot what the dude's name was.
They are running it twice. King holds on the first board.
I'll think of it in a minute.
Fuck out.
And King's going to be good on the second board as well.
You good? Coming back or not?
You can tell where.
We said something, I couldn't tell if he, said something about like, he got
I think that's going to be it for Gerardo.
Okay, man, you gotta take.
Oh, and right as Four Deuce pops in the chat saying rooting for Gerardo, my boy. Well,
But he was talking about.
his name just disappeared from my stat sheet, so I'm thinking that means he's not coming back after that bust out.
Yeah. I think you owe me a shot. That $300 hand owes me a shot.
Seat open.
Down all of that fucking shit.
I fucking know, and none of it came back to me either.
I'm down, bro. It all went to bro right here.
Yeah, he's playing well.
He did his thing.
I can't wait to watch the streams, see the fucking cards.
No, but for real, no. Maybe he had some shit, maybe he didn't, but he's playing some cards, bro. But yeah, so he got the shit.
Oh,
A lot of Broadway cards in play here, but Rosie picks up the Pocket Rockets.
sitting on. That puts me.
Hey, Eric, get Eddie in here. Bring Eddie into play. 45.
Pocket Aces 3-betting to 45. But the number of people in the pot could have gone up a bit larger here on the squeeze.
He played last night, didn't he?
Yeah.
Probably going to get the same response either way, though. No one really has a hand they can defend with.
Don't do it. Oh. You play that garbage? Dude, bro, that would've been that range would've been so much more impressive.
He has to pay everybody else.
Well, I mentioned it earlier when Parlay did it with his jacks, but when you've got a single-digit pre-flop raise percentage and you come in for a 3-bet, you're going to get a lot of folds. And as you can see there, Rosie down at 7% mark even after that hand.
We weren't getting there. We all had each other's cards.
You got his jack?
Is he check off? Like, the two guys behind.
learned my lesson. Every time I'm doing aces, I get folded.
Yeah, it's
Heads up, I might
Ace
call.
Jack's killed me.
Because you really have to smash that jack and hope that no one has
Well,
it over.
right.
Yeah, or someone has the Jack King and the King hits on.
He's like, you really gotta smash that jack and light so you need to also run well to the end of it.
I'm gonna say almost 8.
It's almost, I bet it's almost.
Stop for another flip.
I know we lost the guy with the watch, man.
That's what I just told him. He was the only one with a watch.
I know, dude. Bring your watch
I
back.
checked him to the regular.
You can ask him what time it is.
I was gonna say, can anybody see a clock out there? Keep clocking.
Check garbage.
Check the dark again.
Actually, you know what? I could probably you pay attention on the registration.
Well,
open time.
they put it on pause once, but when they started, they paused for a handful of minutes. I mean, it would be close, but
They probably won't pause it anymore.
I just mean, yeah, they just started.
Ace high board, both players a top pair. Thomas's ace queen going to be good here. Reasonable check back. Broadway's there, flush there.
Yeah, it does actually. You can bring it down.
Don't worry.
I'll look through it.
Don't worry about it.
So many fades
We'll
out
be
there.
within 5 minutes, dude.
Close enough.
Going nowhere.
Hey, you was bet on that river, I was following like a motherfucker.
Would you?
We'll take a look at V pips at this point.
Unless you already hit.
Troy leading the way at 57%. Mike also at 50%. Mark at the bottom at 17%. Still working on getting that up. Everyone else somewhere in between.
That's what I was asking for Eddie. Eddie would be a great addition.
Yeah, he likes the game. Get in here and donate to some of us laggers.
7 fold, 8 fold, 9 call, 1 call. 2 call, 3 call. 5 players.
Who happened?
753.
3 checks, 4 checks, 9 checks, 1 check.
Yeah, he has a clock on there.
Oh, he does.
2 bets, 15. 3 fold. 4 fold. 5 fold, 1 fold.
So the 5 was actually ahead but folded. And bottom pair takes it down.
Every 30 minutes or every hour?
Half hour, every 30.
So you staying here the whole time? Yeah. Oh, y'all doing, oh, shit, you finna go, oh, you finna go all 4 on the ass.
Yeah, we are about 2 hours into this, a little over. Hand 53, so pace of play's been pretty good.
4 hours is
Looks like we're gonna hit the 100 hands in 4 hours.
Oh, Rob, we need your cards. Yep, 15, 7 makes it 15, 8 call.
Not surprised though when you reduce 3 betting and 4 betting, these hands tend to play out a little quicker. And we're not so deep that people need to tank on decisions very frequently. A couple of suited aces in here versus a Jack-8 offsuit. Rob's diamonds leading the way.
9 call. 7 checks. 9 checks.
Rosie's got the check mark here with top pair, top kicker.
Queen.
8, 9 call. Good. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Don't call it a comeback.
Huh?
Don't call it a comeback.
No comeback. No comeback. Still stuck with it.
Chat's on fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All that shit talking that his homie said at the beginning, I ain't talking that shit no more. Like, ooh, you know, ass.
Now he's winning every pot.
He's winning every fucking pot now. He made that one mistake and learned.
You gotta be close to even, aren't you?
Yeah, no, I'm above you for sure.
8 call. 9 raise to 15. 1 fold. 2 call. 3 call. Fold. 6 fold. 7 fold. 8 call. 4 fold.
Rosie getting the action going with ace jack offsuit. Gets a few callers. Going 4 ways to the flop here. Does hit top pair, top kicker. 2 spades on the board, but he's got the jack of spades. Troy getting out of there despite having second pair with a backdoor straight draw and flush draw. And the pocket threes folded on the flop. Would have hit a set on the turn.
9 bet 60.
You can kind of see it on Mark's face there. Doesn't want to look at that board.
You'd be really mad if you had that 7 digits. $182, you said?
182, yeah.
It was 7 on the turn.
9 fold.
Oh my god.
Give you a little sweat there.
Rosie laid it down.
Just a tiny sweat over there.
Imagine you turn over 7-2 right there.
That's what he
For
said.
your third time.
That's what he said. He's like, I'm gonna be really pissed if you have 7 dudes.
That was
That's
my
why I raised it, and I was
first
like, no, I'm gonna give you just a little sweat.
I did not hear that. That's
No
fucking
7 dudes.
Spade draw it with you.
That would be backbreaker.
I feel like one more 7 deuce fold, you not.
We need another alternate. We need another alternate in here.
That doesn't mean you're gonna call our station. I'm trying to bluff it.
Yeah, you're gonna pay out
Ain't no more bluffing, I'm calling every.
Pretty tight fold there from Rosie.
I can do this when I go home and see that hand.
I don't think you'll be pissed. I mean, it was just good hand.
Okay.
9 call.
I'll commit my one of those.
Yeah, he's gonna be upset. Limped pot, and Mark lays down the suited ace. A lot of implied odds there.
9
Three callers already.
1 fold. Yep. 4 fold. 6 fold.
You call, sir.
Got you. 3 players.
No one with much of anything here other than some gutters and backdoor draws.
Alright, we gotta do a flip on this one, I think.
Oh, come on.
Yep, that time. Yep. Thank you, thank you.
Alright, we're bound. One of us now.
Bro,
We're done getting each other's
keep
out.
your outs away from my out.
We're done getting each other's out.
That was the head. Flop that gutter with 2 overs.
15.
Where'd you get your pendant from? Huh? Where'd you get your pendant from?
In the hall. That was like Zale or something. I was like, bought it for the fucking time anniversary.
There it is.
Do you have glue on that?
We should. I can go, I'll make it and bring it to you if we have that.
Okay.
Anyone else need?
Michaela, can you bring me a water when you come back in?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, we got another PLO flip going here.
Throw a 7 out there.
Make the wheel happen.
Just give me 3 queens.
No one has 7s?
I've had chops a couple times on this already.
Hey.
Oh, no. Go club on that.
You don't want to put
3, 4. Give me a 5. Give me a 5.
Give me an 8.
10. Give me a 5.
10.
Set of jacks.
Straight.
And yeah, gonna be some straights for sure. Thomas though with the straight to the 6.
Hey, I'm not. Hey, that's the way. You had one of my queens, but I'm gonna let it slide, and he had my other. You're good. You're good.
Queens are all in there.
I had the wheel before the river.
Oh, did you?
Don't 10 my way, and I'll be it. I'm kidding.
Right?
Oh, wow.
When one of us eat, we all eat.
That's absolutely right, man.
Don't call
It's
it
like
a
the
comeback.
ship and
I'm
somebody.
gonna come back. Look, and you do two hands. You really need to.
I need it right now, man. It's a momentum thing, right?
It's for the mental health of it. You gotta use two hands to get that pot.
I'm gonna be here at 5 a.m. tomorrow trying to recoup all this too. Taking out those old folks. Yeah, they come in here with that fucking coffee, mad as hell.
Get out of here,
Fred?
Dude,
Fall Fred's here every day.
every day.
Thomas saying he's going to be here early, taking the money off the old folk. Well, the thing about playing early at Palace Poker is free breakfast. I believe from 8 to 11, if I'm correct. And free time for a number of those hours as well. I forget what time that starts at.
He's proud, man.
Don't blame him, man. That Georgia game is probably really brutal for him.
Oh, bro, you know, he wanted to hang himself in that, bro. They lose like 100 to 3 or something.
We have up here.
Well, they should be honest, bro. They should be
That quarterback ever, what was his name, Max Duggan? Did he ever go anywhere?
I don't think so. I ain't ever heard his name since that game, bro.
Before the season started.
Checking good. What you chasing here?
Hey man, I'm cool if you wanna check it on down or whatever you wanna bet.
I'll do 25. I gotta get back that money only.
I don't like this. You got a team to good.
Wait till.
Nice. 29. I
You had
was
queen
just-
nine?
I had 29.
You were sitting on that draw, huh?
Nah, I was sitting on the damn 9. Shit.
Is there a 9 out there already? Oh, okay.
Nothing 9.
I'm still hyper focused on my.
Come back. Yeah.
It appears Jim is locked in the dealer box for the full duration of this live stream, just as I am
I don't know why the
in the commentary booth.
every time I pick up something decent, you're in there. You're still positive too.
They put me in here and lock that door from the outside unless I can get enough people to like and subscribe. So please do so.
Oh shit.
Set dude free.
Oh man. That's too dangerous, bro. Yeah, because I'm playing a lot different in here than I play on the floor.
I believe it. This is all fun and games.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time now. It reminds me of my house game.
I'm up, bro. I cashed out before I came in here.
Oh yeah, you having a good day.
Yeah,
It's free rolling. It's free
I'm
rolling.
free rolling like a mother.
Shot from earlier today.
12. I cashed out 12.
What'd you buy it for?
4.
You were playing 2-2?
No, 1-2. I've cashed out every single day.
Well, once again, pocket aces, 3-bet. Just going to take it down.
Yeah, you're free rolling for sure.
I've never took an L here. But I've only been coming here for like 30 days. Yeah, it's gonna be 30 this week.
Only once have we seen them get significant action.
I hit a crazy cooler to go home. $500. Me and the guy, light skinned dude looks like Steph Curry.
No, it's like Ken.
You look like fucking Steph Curry.
Nah, he looks more like Steph Curry. He looks like Klay Thompson.
Like Blake Griffin. There you go. Okay.
He said Blake Griffin. I've never heard that one.
I've got a lot of things, man. It just depends on
No,
how my
I'm
hair
saying in
is.
comparison to Steph Curry, you look
That makes sense. That makes sense. He looks like Steph Curry though.
Yeah, his name's Ken, bro.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Got a limp here. Rosie with pocket tens, though. Going to bump it up on the button.
Hey, who about to fold this shit? Look, heavy, huh?
Gets 2 takers. He's well ahead heading to the flop, hoping to dodge overcards. Hey, how about top set? How does that make you feel, Rosie? Comes along for a 3rd pot. Gets a quick call. Henry's got second pair and a backdoor club draw. Picks up a club. If Rosie doesn't overplay it here, should be able to get called for another street. 30 into 76. Probably going to find the call. And another 4 on the river. This is dangerous. I think we may see the money go in.
He does have a vote. Ooh, hey, check. Check.
I was going to, bro, but I couldn't hold my face, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I bust out loud. No plan.
Surprised you never.
You got to jam anyway, whether you can hide it on your face or not. You get paid by a 4 all day.
Yeah, I'm re-raising.
No, I was thinking
I'm
about
waiting
it.
for a moment like that.
I couldn't hold the ball.
Wow. That was sorry, Rosie, but that was min value there. That was not max value. A couple tight folds and not raising effective nuts there. He has definitely missed out on some major value at this table. He is still up about a buy-in, but could be up substantially more.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way I don't.
Yeah, you're calling.
Yeah. I mean, I think at that point, I'm thinking I'm losing to a better like a better 4, like ace-4 suited.
You're calling my 150
I'm
raise,
calling
right?
regardless. I'm like, I'm gonna have you show it.
Call it jam.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Save you some money.
Good hand. I think we lost the minimum there. I think that's over. I was pissed, and I'm looking at him like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, trip 4's definitely lost the minimum there.
I got $200. $10. Good.
Ace high flop. Thomas with second pair. Troy only with the Broadway gutter. No clubs on the board.
I have my whole stack that when you called, you weren't flipping over 10s there.
No. When he called, I was like, yeah, 8-4. I was like, shift it this way. Bring it. Come on, right over here.
Now you gotta make me feel bad.
That's crazy.
He puts you all in your car.
Probably. I mean, I have to. I'm like $200.
I mean, you just beat so much.
I was saying, the only thing at that point, the only thing I think I'm losing to is a better 4, like ace-4 suited, and I'm still gonna have to pay that off.
Right.
I don't
Did you have 4?
I mean, I had a 4, unless he had specifically.
And then he got it on the real.
That's what I'm saying. I put it on ace-4, and that's
Then
all.
you gotta walk that one off.
Not even his hand, he's walking it off.
You got a little spicy, and I'm snapping you with that one.
I don't know. I felt like I was just gonna start busting out.
You did the right play.
You just thought you were 100% flipping over quad 4s there.
Yeah. You did the right play. Do that again against me. We're good. We Gucci. Oh my God.
Appreciate it. That board is scary though. Troy, I'm not gonna lie. You probably raise something decent there. I'd probably lay it down.
Like all the buildings?
I thought about it.
I probably do. Just because of.
Pretty
I
sure
probably lay down.
What's his name again?
Errata.
I don't know. Yeah, he's in play pick.
Only if I ship this and someone calls before, then, you know.
That's all it takes, right?
Let's play tourney.
Tourney style.
7 fold, 8 fold, 9 fold,
15.
1 raise, 15. 2 fold, 3 fold.
Me and you again?
Come on with it, man.
Come on, man. I promise you, I always got the hand.
I'll check to you, man.
We'll get a free turn now. How about that? Run into the turn.
Alright, run it to the turn. I check it out the way through that.
You want to go all the way through?
How the way through it?
I'll go all the way through with them.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Yeah, I check. You got me.
Some of them black cards, I was like, no fuck no. That's how it's been running.
Let's take a look at the cumulative winnings.
Let's see. Straight shit.
Got 4 people in the green. Micah leading the way, plus 662.
That's why I brought it.
Mark lurking there behind. Rob and Rosie up about a buy-in also. Troy currently throwing the party.
It wasn't like that.
Now you can blame him when you get all your shit hands again.
So,
Because now that it should have been his.
Thomas is creeping his way back after taking some big hits early.
I'm gonna go on the side. Anybody want something to drink?
You mind
I'll
shot?
pay for liquor.
Man, give me a shot. He's loosen up a little bit.
I'll do another one.
You got it on video?
No, we're gonna drink without.
Whatever he drinking. Whatever he's drinking. What are you drinking? Don't tell me vodka.
There's some rough, no, it's rough solid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good then. Can't do vodka.
Micah gets the action going with the ace-10 offsuit. Bumping it up out of the small blind. It's going to get 2 callers.
Same from back when I was younger. Had some bad nights that involved vodka.
3 ways to the flop.
I can't drink black velvet anymore. Back when I was 19 years old, I got really wasted on black velvet. And just smelling it makes me want to.
Picks up some backdoor straight draws with an over. Parlay has middle pair. Going to go ahead and bet it. A little under half pot.
What's the other one that was big back then?
And takes it down right away.
Dude, you masturbate, you know, you're out in the stockyard, man, with your boys, and all you can get is those $3 Rumpleman shots, man.
I remember drinking like gold schwab.
Gold slot, I thought it was cool, man, with little gold flakes in there. I thought it was so cool.
Bro, you took it.
You remember those?
back.
When I was like 18, 19 years old, that's what we used to do. Oh, man.
I mean, it was a money grab. We weren't drinking shit, but
Have
rubbing
you ever
alcohol.
seen the movie Beer Fest?
Are we still like
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
generation and shit like that?
I'm 33, how old are you?
Bad dog.
31. I used to drink MV20.
Yeah, I was another one.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm 31.
Oh, I'm 31.
Yeah, I was drinking Mad Dog.
You drink? Hey, in middle school, you going to Four Locos?
Like a motherfucker.
Man, you know how it was.
I'm so baby.
I'm so reserved. Died and no
That's
one
211 reserve. The
Yeah,
blueberries.
yeah, not
Yes, sir.
That was
The
a crazy
blueberries
era.
211 was the
That's another thing. I can't even spell anymore, even though it's
These
like
kids these days don't
No, I
understand.
got sick on that one night.
Now they drink a Buzzball.
Yeah, buzzball.
Buzzball and Cutwater is what they got these days.
Chug. It's like shut
Dude, that Four Loko, one half of one. Take the whole car out. Take the whole car.
Yeah, that's all those boats.
Yeah, got some comments in the chat talking about the play here and get me on the table. Guess what? Seat 5 right there, wide open.
Nah, I ain't trying to.
All you've got to do is come in the room and get on the live stream list. That seat could be yours.
The only one I like of the Buzzballs is the Christmas eggnog edition.
Took it down.
That one's actually decent.
rough.
That one's actually decent. It tastes like, you know.
Parlay flops the flush.
One thing I really like is apple pie moonshine. I don't know if you guys.
Moonshine?
Oh, dude.
Moonshine can be good.
Did he just say moonshine?
Yeah, I love apple pie. My friend's dad made it.
And you have someone that makes it in the backyard or what?
In the woods or what?
Dude, this is that
Street park, you can make
I had a buddy that made it in his bathtub and we were happy to drink it. And we're like, when his dad back down, we're like, dude, what was we doing? We are not that.
I don't know if that's moonshine. I think that might be rubbing alcohol.
Usually it's
I'm saying he called it moonshine. I know it was made and we were willing to drink. We were desperate for it.
Like moonshine has to be made out of something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
What was the other one back in college? Everclear. Everclear used to be absolutely decent.
Frog juice.
Henry with King Queen suited, bumping it up to 20. Gets a smooth call from 10-9 offsuit from Micah.
Yes,
That's
sir.
another thing I can't make anymore because I got too wasted on that one night.
Rob coming along with some suited connectors, and
The Raiders against. What was it?
Rosie with an offsuit wheel ace. Kind of in a not so great spot here, multi-way.
I was in second grade.
I was 22.
You don't look that old.
Nah, I know.
Rob flops the best of it. Second pair and a gut shot.
I don't get sunburn a lot, so
Oh, damn.
that probably helps. But with that being said, that night I got really drunk on Everclear.
Now Henry does turn the flush draw. He may bet this here after it checked through on the flop, and he does.
Big old things of it. And I'm a Raiders fan, so I was pissed because I was expecting them to at least compete. They were not.
Micah coming along with just 2 overs and a gut shot.
And one of my good friends, he wrestled in high school.
That really prices Rob in.
Probably about 195.
And Rosie with the will gut shot.
Normally he would be able to beat me wrestling.
Although he does not want to hit it.
I had
Your threshold is just a lot higher.
mentally challenged strength.
No one catches their straight draw. Henry does pick up the flush.
Couch right behind me.
It'll be very tough for him to get called, though.
He thought I was going to throw him on the couch. And
It's just going to be a jam and fold around the table.
And yeah, they thought he might have died. I was like, I'm never drinking that again. He was fine. I mean, well, he had headaches for a while.
Rob is suspicious. This is less than pot size bet.
152.
Not sure what he thinks is doing this. Henry was the pre-flop aggressor and double-barreled turn and river. Is he thinking only 7 deuce? Because anything other than that has him crushed.
No, just don't flip over 7.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was thinking.
Guess he's not coming back, huh?
No, he's definitely not.
He's pissed.
Hey, where's George at? Tell George to hop in. He's gonna be here.
I
Now.
can't text him.
Oh yeah, shit. We don't have a phone.
He could walk out there.
What time? I don't even know what time it is.
Probably like 9:20.
820.
Or 8:20 this one.
I guess we got about an hour.
I was moving slow
So I
then.
was hoping they'd get Eddie here.
Well, it's 8:20 for them. It's 8:35 for us. We are on a delay here. Parlay. Waking up with the ladies. 2 black queens. Henry comes along. Speculative play here with the 10-9 offsuit. He flops top pair and a gutter. Pretty solid flop for 10-9. Dangerous board for the queens.
Bad decision. Thank you.
Barrier, can I get a water?
I'm all in.
2 bet 60.
Look all in.
Yeah, Henry in the tank here with a top pair in his gutter. This is when it's usually a good time to remind yourself that it was a wide call to begin with. You're definitely at the bottom of your range.
No more action.
He's got that like a motherfucker.
Queens do hold.
Wait all night for Queens and you don't.
$218.
Yeah, let's get a shot, man.
I like sipping. I didn't realize you brought it. I didn't realize you
That's going to move parlay right around break even.
Hopefully by the time it's done, double
That's a big ass shot.
Bro, it is kind of.
Or above. Yes, above. Okay. I thought my stats looked wrong. I thought that moved him into the green, but I saw a different number on the screen.
Me, I got 3 in the house right now.
So he is plus 289 now. We've got Micah still leading the way. Up 2 buy-ins. Mark up buy-in and a half. Rob, Parlay, and Rosie all up roughly a buy-in. Troy throwing the proverbial party.
It just increases.
And Gerardo is left the game. He was in seat 5. Which means we do have a vacant seat if you're in the room and would like to get on the live stream.
2-fold, 3-fold.
Just get your name on the list. Let them know.
Raise to 25.
Well, Troy bumps it up with kings on the button.
Go all the way down to the.
I was thinking, like, I hope you think.
And gets a flat from the small blind, which is always a good thing with kings.
Force me out of.
It was either flush draw or a straight draw.
Yeah.
You know, you're ahead of the entire flatting range in the small blind.
I wish I would have played it. I would have stacked 9 all in. I did 7-9.
How much is it? 103, I think. Suit it? No.
98.
A little shy of a 2x pot jam on the flop. Not out of line at all.
You say you always go twice? I'll go twice, bro.
We're going twice on this one.
Oh, shit. Troy with the Kings. Oh, he's wrong.
Good luck out there.
Kings are going to hold on the first run out. They are running it twice. So Troy getting at least half the pot.
If you win this board. Yeah.
And Kings are going to scoop.
Good hand, good hand.
Thank you.
Cowboys.
You don't like the Cowboys?
I love the
Are you a Cowboys fan?
Cowboys. I love the Cowboys.
I'm a diehard, brother.
I love the Cowboys.
I told her we win that Super Bowl with Dak next year. I'm gonna get a tattoo, coat, you know, get everything. The whole. It's a standard bet, like 3 guys in the group.
Bro,
You ain't gotta worry about
I just noticed.
Hang on now. I like what we got going on right now.
Yeah.
when the Jones family dies, y'all might.
This is the first time we get to witness Jerry allow a young, cultured defense coordinator pick his entire staff his first year.
And that's scary, but it's risky as hell because everybody's watching you, bro.
Which
It's
I
gonna
love.
make or break your ass.
Jerry, I mean, his method hasn't worked in 30 years. You gotta do something different.
Right, you gotta switch it up.
You gotta do something different, man. Everyone around you in the East is doing different things and they're winning.
But that's huge, bro.
3-fold.
This could make or break his career.
I'm a big fan.
Like,
He's pretty much their version of Al Harris.
if shit goes left, right? If shit goes left, then they probably look at it as, okay, he's young. This was his first time in this type of position. He didn't know what he was doing. Or they can look at it like, yo, this motherfucker can't do the
I'll
job.
tell you what we need to do, man. We need to go get Minka Fitzpatrick. Go sign Minka Fitzpatrick. Get you that safety. Go ahead and see what you get at in the draft.
4 checks.
Troy turns second pair.
We have 12 and 20, which is going to put you in a great position.
But
to
Parlay bets out with his
probably a good corner.
gut shot.
Depends on how it falls. I was big on Sonny Styles before the season ever.
No one with the flush draw here.
Now that he did that combine, there's probably no chance we get Sunny Styles.
Probably
So I'm hoping Caleb Downs falls now. We get Minka, you go and draft Caleb at 12. You turn around the back end and you maybe get.
So we can go check, and Troy's going to win this one.
You get the LSU corner. Delaying, so.
For the damn 9.
I have a feeling you wouldn't have called if I'd had better there. You
It'll
would
be
have.
tough.
Oh, hell no.
It'll be interesting. This is a good year to have the top if you need defense, you have to.
Now we got a lot of Micah fans in the chat, so let's bring up his numbers.
It is so low on offense next year in the draft already.
Got 883 in front of him right now, up 583. The VPIP of 48%, raising 22%.
Jeremiah Love is
Getting the showdown pretty regularly for the hands he's playing.
New Orleans
Decent aggression frequency.
whoever gets him
Oh, man.
is gonna be very happy.
Saints, Kansas City.
I'm a Notre Dame
Opening
fan.
running back.
I've been a huge Notre Dame fan since I was like.
He's a stud, brother. He's a stud.
He is.
Like I said, I don't see him going past the. If the Saints don't pick him up, Chiefs will. That's what I think. Depends, man. You got free agency coming up, so a lot of things change.
6 call. 7 4.
My bad.
8 4. 8 4 9 4. 1 call. 2 call.
8 12.
Go
3
protect.
raised for 12.
Moonshine said no limits.
Mark gonna bump it up with his offsuit broadways.
Your name, Moonshine Mark.
Does clear it up a little bit. Taking it now 3 ways to the flop.
Smart though? Bro, that's not.
Do you mind if I call you Moonshine Mark?
I drink moonshine.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, when I go
That's pretty fucking clean.
So I'm in East Texas. and
Moonshine
I
Mark?
stop in Terra First.
That's pretty fire.
Always moonshine going around.
Thomas only flops trips, you know, no big deal.
1 check.
I would have liked to have seen him throw out just like a small little like $5 bet on the flop, just on the button. Looks like a stab. You're going to get called by just about anything. Expect Mark to barrel again. His kicker no longer a factor.
25.
It's time for the raise, Thomas.
1 raised to 50.
Just a click back. Yeah, can't really. Mark can't fold to this. It's just a click back. It's super suspicious, but I'm surprised Thomas didn't go for a bit more.
I don't mind that.
The problem is it's not really called up.
Kind of priced in too, huh?
Straight comes in, but you're getting called by most any king anyway. Kickers don't play.
That's a good fold.
That's him.
Appreciate it, brother. I was going to show you a card for you. Here, here,
And he gets away, saves himself $25.
man. Just like we did, that's, you know, that's a sign of
Don't underestimate the value of those plays in a 1-2 game.
Not for all
I just
the
didn't feel like
midnight
that.
eight,
Yeah, I tried to get value there, and
That's 12 big blinds.
you get it.
You make that play every couple hours, and you've just bumped your win rate up 6 big blinds an hour. Just do that once every 2 hours. Save yourself $25 somewhere.
All right, if I flop a set this time, I would really enjoy it for the whole.
Top set too.
Never done.
Top set with no real straight draws on the
Right.
flop.
I want to win with 7 deuce.
That's not
Let
gonna
me
happen.
get a
Well,
scoop.
unfortunately, this is probably, unless 772
It's not
comes
gonna
out.
happen here, yeah, exactly.
Watch,
That's the only way.
watch this.
I really don't want to watch it. I keep paying 7-2.
Do you
It doesn't count here, though.
stars?
2 and 9. 2 and 9.
2 and 9.
9. We're good. We're good. Here we go.
Let's flip it, fellas. See what we get.
Oh, deuces.
I got mine.
I
Okay.
got the duck rolling. Oh, yeah, I'm out of there.
Oh,
Give me 10.
Oh, never mind.
I got an 8.
You
Give me a 9.
Give me 8.
Hey,
Oh, wait.
who
I have a
got
flush.
Give me a jack, baby.
I have a
Bump
flush.
me up, bump me up.
Pair of the flush. You got a
Flush.
Think.
Oh, come on.
Hey, seven.
Oh, no, pair of the board. God damn, I got 6 is full.
Damn, didn't you win the last one?
So Troy had the flush, but Rosie Rivers the boat.
I needed hard source spades. Or diamonds, I'm sorry. Hard to diamonds.
I haven't sniffed that. Not even
just
like
realized what-
that, really.
The old river boat.
He had the flush.
I flopped a big drill. He got the flush on the turn. I hit a horse for it.
Proud Mary, keep on rolling.
Oh, well, at least it wasn't a betting action for the
Yeah, right.
See that out there on the
You would have
2-2?
won somebody. I wasn't saying around for
I see
that.
$3.
I was probably betting pretty big.
Well, I mean, I know that bottom set on a board like that, usually not do that
Oh, I
very
would have flopped
often.
the combo draw.
Street, gutter. I don't think I would have did.
Flush on the turn.
Flush on the turn.
Yeah. The ace high flush too.
Oh, I would have
think you would.
100%.
Well, he had running cards to make the
Yeah.
full house, so
Yeah.
he's gonna still be here. And then I might win that game. I ain't win.
I caught $2.
6 calls. 7 fold. 8 call. 1 fold.
Troy limping in there with the 7 deuce. Let's see if it gets anything on the flop here. No one really incentivized to bump things up. We're going to go 6 ways to the flop.
3 check, 4 check, 6 check. 8 bet 20.
And somehow everyone misses. 6 ways to the flop and not a single pair in the mix.
Check dark. I just want to see one card, bro.
Check
I don't get it on the turn.
Alright, no diamond.
You got it.
Ace bets 30.
Troy's going to take it down with the 7 deuce.
Oh my.
Oh.
Nicely done.
Oh.
Let's go! Five, brother.
Yeah.
That was mine. That was mine.
Hey, don't do that. Come on now.
Bro, that's the 3rd time I got smoked with 7 deuce, bro. He smoked me with 7 deuce. He smoked me with 7 deuce. Now you
So
did
you
it.
got more than him?
Now, huh?
You got more stuff?
I got more 7 deuce beat
I got
out.
one like him.
I believe so. Don't mark my words. Y'all can watch it on the stream, but
Beat with 7.
yeah, I don't like that fucking shit. You guys are fucking assholes. I know everybody didn't agree to this 7 deuce bullshit, but
I think we did, bro.
I didn't. I said no.
No, you didn't,
It's
bro.
the head.
We wouldn't have done it if we were here.
Man, I
Can't do
said
it unless
no.
everybody agrees.
Yeah,
You're in
yeah.
a big line.
I am. Boy, I'm telling you. Wow. And I haven't even got 7 deuce tonight, so I'm pissed because I.
Well, Henry's looking down at it right now. 7 deuce. Does he come in for the raise? He does. Yeah.
Pre-flop raise? I'm like, nah, we did not run into like.
I mean, that last one was a limped pot. So, I mean, they all had 7 deuce in range. Personally, I prefer to play it the way Henry is here. Take a betting lead.
I don't think anybody's been going after
It's
this
rough.
seven
It's
deuce
hard
and
because
hasn't
I
won
can't
yet.
even say that.
Yeah, like just about
I
everybody.
didn't have shit.
At least that bet it, right?
Well, they're jinxing Henry now, saying everyone that's gone for it has won it.
Yeah, I'm bored now.
Yeah, no one.
Facing the nut flush draw.
Technically, you should have.
Going for a pot-sized bet.
I did not think he had 2 pairs. If I thought he had 2 pairs, I would. That's what I was trying to rep because I thought he had like a big league to weak one, but.
And Troy likes to just flat with his nut flush draw.
I'm gonna go over again. I put throw on the table. I'm gonna walk away. That don't mean I ain't finna get up in this spot though. Don't look at me like that. Moonshine. Moonshine looking like he talking that shit over there. I'm gonna test his nut. Don't do it, Moonshine. Don't do it.
Henry goes 65 in a pot of 137. So after a pot-sized flop bet, we got a blank turn, and he goes down to half pot. What I'd like to see, a larger bet here would have done it.
Okay, just moonshine. How's that?
Yeah, bucket hat, mat, and moonshine.
But going from pot size on the flop to half pot on a blank turn
Plays there every day. Yeah, he was on the stream with us last Tuesday.
just isn't going to do it. And now there's 4 to a straight out there. Troy in the lead with his ace and missed flush draw.
Look on you. That's what I know there. Yeah, that's our moonshine. What?
And he takes the opportunity away from Henry.
You know what though? It could be an illusion. People sit down with you, your name, moonshine. It's like this guy just throwing shit, right?
You were trying. I knew it, bro. I knew it. Ace high. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, he's saying to slide off.
Let's go. If the 7 peels off, well done, bro. Well done.
Yeah, I think if he had flipped the bet sizes there and done the smaller bet on the flop and then gone larger on the turn, the 7 deuce would have worked. As it was, it looked a little weird going pot size on the flop and then half pot on an absolute blank of a turn.
$200. Dude, and you win and we still pay you.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I swear, man, if your wife is watching this, she's gonna get on your ass.
Hell yeah. What the fuck?
You gosh,
going
all in, like, all in.
She doesn't understand poker, bro.
He just keep going all in, like, fuck it. That shit just keep on flying to you.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, because if she never learn to play like you, man, y'all gonna go through hell later on. Like,
Bro, stop. I usually don't get hyped like that.
Well, 3 hands in a row with the 7 deuce. Why not?
One with it. We're still talking.
And Rosie, who has very rarely raised pre-flop, he's got 8% pre-flop raise percentage. Just opens to $45 at the +1.
my bad.
That's got to look super suspicious, right?
I was just in a rush to fold.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Now, the catch with that size is you only get called by the premiums.
Let you in pre-flop. If I go 45 pre-flop, no way.
And Rob, trying to make sense of it. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, ace 4 suited. 2 clubs. I had 2 clubs. Where's yours?
He's just trying to figure out
That's what my only prayer was. I'm like,
how he wants to play this.
Oh, bro, clubs, I'm not going
but I'm saying
anywhere.
what it stacked me of even, but I'm like, give me some backdoors. I need something here.
Oh, that's looking hilarious.
Worst flop possible.
Like, does Rosie ever do this with aces or kings? I don't think so.
Oh, you check back that river, or you go all in?
That's, and we'll go heads up to the flop.
I was giving it by the river, unless it was a 7. Oh no, I wouldn't have shoved the dude. If it was a 7, I shove on it.
Oh, man.
But I really wanted the turn to be a 7 because I was going to shove the turn on a 7.
Yeah.
Rosie now ahead with the 7.
Oh,
Well, you just kept flatting, so I'm like, I have to represent a strong king, and you're just flatting a weaker king, and I'm like, if I just keep betting into it, you'll just give up. But I'm like,
Rob has watched Rosie play tight, find all kinds of folds. Didn't play aggressive with a full house on the river earlier with the 10s full. He's seen this all night, and now suddenly $45 pre-flop, and then a C bet.
Like 1 for 7
you
now,
go broke,
7-2.
you go broke trying to win the minimum, is what the 7 days.
I fucking knew it. I knew he was doing a 7-2.
Oh, my
God.
3 straight hands at the 7 deuce.
He was there with his crazy pre-flop.
The game is live.
That was the flop I wanted.
Yeah, he did 45. I was like, that's enough to scare everyone out of there. I was about to call him a hero for calling.
I should have 3-bet pre-flop and hold on, idiot.
Yeah, Rob realized that he should have 3-bet pre,
I forgot.
which was definitely what he was debating.
I actually put you on it again. That was crazy.
We all did.
I did not.
Yeah, if you're against a big hand, it's just a cooler.
They said the same exact thing. He said, bro, then he said, yeah, what's going on?
Well, I was just like, it's just such a weird size. Like 15x5. I was like, huh?
I don't know if we got this
Yeah,
file.
I know it's in there.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
See, they all recognized it. but no one raised it.
Yeah, flop me.
I think he's back from the stack if he played it. Yeah.
I think he started the hand.
I don't even remember. Oh, Mark, Moonshine Mark's sitting there, man. Alcohol starting to hit a little bit.
I was back there doing that.
I'm a lightweight, man. It only takes about 2 to beat
One
me.
call.
Dude, seven dudes too.
Alright, 2 4, 2 4, 4 4, 6 call. 7 call, 8 check.
Man, as soon as you raise that, my instinct like 7-2. I just have to hand a fucking call.
No, but it was like
4 ways to the flop. A lot of board coverage here.
All right, that's what I thought. I'm like, come on now.
Troy with top pair.
what are the chances of back-to-back sevens?
3 times.
I saw a guy in my house game do it 3 straight hands. I mean, we paid $10 each, so he made like $200, 200 and something bucks easily.
Raise. 38 bets for the
Yeah, it's $10 each at the house.
Moonshine,
Boom, boom,
I'm
boom.
gonna tell you right now, man. They had to take 5 off his stack,
Just
bro.
missed the third one in a row. Really? Who won it? 7 dudes down there, 9 seed. Rosie.
7-2?
Fucking good. Thank you.
I had to get my get back from earlier.
We going
That was my fault. That was the way I played it.
Was it a big pot too? Or?
I really thought you were, I thought you were about to re-raise it.
I definitely should have three-bet
Sure,
pre-flop. It was
Did he say?
No.
But
I'm definitely gonna go back and see what he had though.
way more
I
Go
gave
ahead.
way
That was
too
too
much
much money,
credit, bro. Way
It's
too much.
easier to win.
Bro, I'm looking at you and I'm like, please call and be our hero. That's how I was looking at you the whole time.
Dude, I was thinking about calling my queen 4. It was like, what, we go,
So I think I had like 9-3-0.
I didn't want to 3-bet and then get 4-bet by him, so it's just like, well, I'm saying.
Henry likely going to raise here with his king jack offsuit. Comes up for 15. Parlay and the cutoff going to come along. As does Rob. A lot of offsuit Broadway cards in play here.
That one shot really didn't.
A lot of shared cards.
Dude, you don't drink anymore, bro. I mean, bro, and you know I'm on a diet like caloric deficit and shit, so like it's really good to me.
That makes a big difference.
I may actually have to eat something, to be honest with you.
The one card they don't share is an ace. Ace high flop. Parlay and Rob each with second pair.
What a murder.
Henry with the gutter to Broadway.
6 raises for 35.
This is a odd raise size here with second pair. Not sure what it's intended to accomplish.
No bullshit, bro.
What was in that tequila?
I don't fucking know. Maybe some moonshine, Mark. What do you think?
Little, well, I mean, no. It's okay.
This shit's not watered down over here, that's why.
Genuine.
Yeah, I'm probably I only live like 2 miles away, but still, never worth it. I don't want to lose my real estate license off of one time.
Thank you.
And the good thing about this place is the park's not secure, so you can move your home and leave your car here fine. Unlike Dallas,
I can
location, TCA.
I don't want to give him another
Right
shot
there.
to where he looks at his live stream and is like, bro.
Nah, I wouldn't say. I know.
So we're about 3 hours into the stream. Just a little under. 75 hands in, so
When I
keeping that pace of play up.
I feel the tingly in the face.
Yeah, we good. We
Time to stop.
Right, but when you go on that live stream and you look like, why in the fuck was I making that face? Did you look like the other two?
I am big one. Thanks, Mark. That was a good shot, though. Look at that. Wifey's looking at me right now. She's like, this motherfucker. He knows he was one shot.
2 4 3 4. 4 call. 8 go. 6 call. 7 call. 8 call.
Man, oh man. Oh no.
Looks like we're going to have a limped 6-way pot.
For real. 5 pop, I'm telling you, I'm getting you about my shit. That was fine. Y'all be playing that hoe ass motherfucking 7 deuce.
Jack, Jack 7. No one with the Jack, but Thomas does have a 7.
He's still thinking about it.
That'd be kick rock.
And that's going to get everyone out of there.
I told you, nobody's been beat more than me with that shit. I think that was the third one.
That was the third hand?
Yeah, he popped me, and you just did, whichever look know, like, yeah, this is all fun and games, cause we all on camera and shit. You know what I'm saying? Throw some falls in that beat one time. But look, let me say, out there, your ass.
I don't know when last time I took a shot.
Most likely,
Maybe wifey's birthday.
Oh man, for real? I hope that wasn't that long ago.
December 25th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
okay.
pretty long, baby.
Okay. She definitely gonna be nice.
I've been dieting since January 3rd, so I've been pretty strict.
How is that, man?
I'm down like 20 pounds, leaning out a little bit.
Real? Yeah. That's great, bro.
I just saw a 7 deuce folded there.
I like to eat, man.
Didn't see who it was.
I'm a big food person.
Looks like everyone's at the table, so.
I'm looking forward to our sushi night in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it's still in play. It's Rosie. It's got another one on the button.
What's your diet consist of?
Not the worst flop for it either, as he flops a gutter.
Steak, potatoes, ground beef, no sugars, no breads.
What else is there to eat?
As long as I hit my protein, so I can't show you my phone, but I have a protein goal and a calorie goal and a fat goal and all that shit. Just walk away.
Protein's about what, 180?
Rob's going to keep firing despite the ace on the turn.
About 220, and then my caloric is about 2,500.
So that's where I'm at right now. I'm at 225 right
If
now.
Rosie makes this call, he's got to be willing to fire the river if check 2. Cannot make this call if you're not willing to go for it. Pretty big on the river.
203, roughly, something like that.
But Rob catches the 10. It's exactly what he needs in order to be able to check call.
185. My brother just
Drop
got
that
back
trap
from
support, you know what I'm saying?
It's got a little showdown value.
the linebacker up there in the north.
Really should check and allow the bluffs to happen.
A year later, he dropped down.
Not making any money there, but you can check call pretty safely with that hand.
He looked good. So he kind of
Make however much money Rosie was willing to bluff.
My goal is like that 175, 180.
the kicker just cut out the sugar. Cut out the sugar, cut out the bread.
See, that means I gotta start drinking coffee because I have coffee every morning and I'm
You
happy.
can drink coffee, but you can't pour the creamer and sugar in there.
Oh yeah, see, fuck this. That's just worse
Do
than
something
eating.
different, man. Get you a matcha or something, or a chai. Do something different.
Yeah, I don't know. My friends like
Oh, you're good, you're good.
Yeah, use almond milk or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's in the table.
I figured I'd maybe see another one. See, hopefully if it gets there. But
No, if there's anyone here that's really good at diet, it's that guy over there.
okay.
Troy is. He came to my baby shower, man. I'm out there with catered food and everything. He brought his own meal prep and heated up my market.
Some people are super disciplined.
No
Yeah,
BS.
I wish I was disciplined like that.
I'm a eater.
I'm
I'm a
a-
foodie. I'm a
I see food, I
bro,
eat it.
I like to eat.
My philosophy is that it's always
Rosie picking up a real hand this time with a nice king 10 suited. Bumps it up to 15, gets called by some offsuit broadways from Henry and some dominated hearts from Micah.
Bro, he heats up his meal prep.
Oh, but Micah's 4 deuce flops the will.
I won 3 raffles, bro.
No one with an ace, though, so pretty tough to get paid here.
Man, he's a foodie too. We go on vacation
Rosie picks up second pair, and Henry picks up a gut shot to Broadway.
in Colorado. I can't out-eat him. Troy's the type, man, we go and he'll order everything on the menu.
How disgusting would a Broadway card here be?
It's truly impressive.
Oh, there it is. Henry hits it. Broadway versus Will versus 2 pair.
Then either gotta waste food or have a shit ton to go.
I'm over here yapping. I'm definitely drunk.
Yeah.
Your eyes are
Let's
lower
get
than mine right now.
another one. Let's get another one.
Right? Look at him.
Oh, wow.
The guy's smaller than
107 in the pot. Micah goes for 75 with his Will. He's going to get looked up by Rosie, but then Henry should come right back over and jam.
Good luck, all in.
Good luck, sir.
snap call from Micah, and now Rosie's got to see the warning signs. He's made some big folds earlier in the stream. I expect him to lay this down, even though it's not a whole lot more. King 10 is just never good here.
Nice.
That's unfortunate, man.
Wow.
He makes the fold. Hey,
Wait.
God.
Yeah.
That's a
Lower straight to the big straight.
And a,
Wheel and he's got problems.
oh, man. Wow.
Yeah, that was a heck of a run out for those 3 hands.
I'm down like $20. Like it's worth it. If I'm gonna
Absolutely nasty. Flop the wheel. Play it trappy. Everyone picks up a little something equity-wise on the turn. And then the river is Broadway, also giving the other player 2 pair.
That's what I'm saying. He had it, but I don't think he wants to carry any action on.
Right, because the board's ace 3 5. They got an ace or they don't, right? Like, if I bet like 20 on the flop, you're gonna call that?
That's crazy.
With queen
On the
jack
flop, probably
No,
not.
probably
Right, exactly. So it's like,
But then on the turn, 20 makes sense.
One flop is
Right.
15, and then.
Oh, the counterfeit.
What'd you bet on that flop?
Nothing.
everybody
He
checked.
already
It
had
was
straight, so he was
ace.
Well, I know we have a lot of Micah fans in the chat. He just took a hit. He is no longer our leader. Mark, through extreme patience, is in the lead at plus 367. We got 4 players up, roughly a buy-in.
You know what? I may start a merch line cooler. That's not a bad idea for these guys up here. When they lose, just like, hey man, I gotta.
I mean, it's like I have to snap there. You know, it's just it's queen jack or I'm
Oh,
good.
yeah.
You snapped. You were better than I thought. I'm like, it's 2 pair. It's ace 10. It's ace whatever. I'm like, but I can't lead out into you. I'm like, somebody's here. Nobody's letting anybody get to that like free. I'm checking it down. But I'm good with that.
For content, that's really good.
Disgusting run out on hand 78.
Somebody in this gets fold. So
I mean, even if you shove, I'm still gonna call.
that's what I'm saying. No,
I
that's
get
good
you
now. But
I
if you
get
had,
you trying to bait people in there. But come on, bro.
No, that was
I mean,
solid.
but if I bet-
I would
if I
play it
bet
the
on
same
the
way.
flop-
Everyone would have folded.
Yeah, like if I've been on the flop, like he's gone and he's.
It's either win a small
100%.
pot or lose.
Oh, do you have an ace?
yeah, win a small or
I had 2 pair.
Yeah, they both.
But I mean,
Yeah,
even on the turn, I mean, he was like sniping like what? Yeah.
Right, like it literally was runner.
So he just had incredibly unlucky.
So it's still not.
How much I can do
still
about
not
it,
make no
you know?
wrong moves though. You know what I'm saying? You still do your thing. You ain't make no wrong moves.
Yeah, you know. That's just,
You really did.
You trying to make some
So
money.
you hit a 4-outer on you. Yeah, like what do you do? You know, what do you do?
Especially after when you flop some shit. That's when the table's most dangerous. When you flop some shit,
Flops the wheel.
somebody just catch up, bro. That catch up is a fool. Oh man, my stomach hurting for that shit.
check. I got a queen.
King,
I can do it.
spades killed all action.
Getting caught in 1C. I should have bet when you guys checked.
Probably would have folded right there.
That's what I'm saying. What am I doing? Even if it's.
I can't chase that down.
No, that's such a
Supposed to bring me 3.
That was a just misclick.
And then I also
79 hands down. These are the V-pips on the night.
Yeah, 'cause at that point I'm only getting spade draw calls.
Gerardo's wasn't actually that low. I think it's been drifting down like it's counting against him while he's not here. It's kind of odd, but Troy leading the way at 54%. We got a few players above 40%, Rosie, Micah, and Parlay. Mark way down there at 16%. The next lowest guy is Rob at 31%, a respectable stream number. Mark barely at half of that.
I went over to the 2-2 game, and I just decided to jump into it. I seen there was a seat
Got these stuff?
Yeah, I'll take a blue moon.
2 cards, 3 folds.
Try a little cold real quick.
I feel bad for the people at my next 2-2 table because I'm about to be one of them.
He wanted to
come
go.
with vengeance. I promise you.
We're on a mission.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming back.
That's it.
Troy gets his king on the flop.
I feel like I hit the peak of my
Henry with an over and a couple backdoor draws.
ride the wave.
Not enough to come along here. Facing a half pot bet.
Thank you.
You'll water that shit down.
Oh yeah, I already did. I drank my water.
You want me to call for us? Alright. Good. Alright.
Slowly but surely, I think I'm 300 behind now.
Creeping up.
These are 100 stacks, so I'm at 4, 5, 50. Yeah, I'm about 400 behind still.
Those gotta be more than 100.
Yeah, they're more than 100. They're like 120 each. I don't like to do 100 stacks. I like to go over. It's like a psychological thing.
Don't let anybody know your next move.
I know, right?
8 calls, 9 calls.
1 fold.
Everyone limping in so far. Henry with Queen 10 offsuit may raise it. No, he calls. Mark will do the honors with King Queen.
Man,
4 fold, 6 fold, 7 fold, 8 fold.
that's why whiskey's better.
I love 7
Bro, I used to drink that shit, bro. Until
Rosie with a loose call out of position here. Suited jack. It'll be tough to play that 3 ways out of position.
I don't do nothing.
Tequila's the best, man. Tequila's the best. Give me some Don Julio, some Casamigos, I'm good.
Not much of anything for anyone here.
The Terramana,
Have not tried it.
is that Dwayne Johnson?
First person to sneeze on this pot probably wins it.
Bro,
Mark is the one who can represent the best aces,
I'm a big rock fan, man.
that's like,
but he already checked back the flop in position.
It's alright.
and it's zero calorie. Like it's like the healthiest tequila that you're ever gonna drink. But it tastes fucking good.
I expect nothing less from the rock.
It's the rock, you know what I'm saying? It's the body
That's my guy, man.
But it's good. And
He does find a bet here for a little, right around half pot.
a guy like bro.
Okay.
Takes it down.
It's important.
You might need to sell it. You're doing such a good job of selling me on it.
It's important. But you on your health too. And I drink only imported.
Jim hanging in there, going into his 4th hour dealing on this live stream. Just as yours truly, Dude Maestro here, hanging in the commentary booth, solo tonight.
All of them.
Bringing you this recreational stakes live stream from Palace Poker in Grand Prairie, Texas.
I'm telling you, all over.
This is the lineup we started the night with the exception of seat 5. Busted out and left.
Do it, baby. I'm on the
Well,
way.
you can take Beltline all the way through, too.
Whatever you want, you know I can provide. Whatever you need, it's on the way, baby. It's on the way. Yep, whatever.
15, 6 fold, 7 fold.
Man, this seat is fucking shit, bro. Man, I was already
Just so
regretting
you know,
the call.
that's the seat I was in when I was card dead for 3.5 hours on my first live stream. It was seat 6.
For real? I hated it. I thought I was C9 and I was bingo. But when he said, oh no, it's backwards, and he said 6, I asked him, I said, oh fuck no.
Over 3 hours, I won one hand, and it was a big bluff.
I don't even like it.
That was my last week. I won like the first hand that I played and I lost everything.
Everything after that. Just
I do
brutal.
not like C6, bro. I don't know what it is about this hoe. This hoe right here. This hoe is just like that one home. This seat is like that one homeboy that gets no pussy.
Well, there's the problem with the check. 2 pair versus flush draw, and the flush gets there.
Good shit.
Yeah.
I knew if I raised, I wouldn't have value.
Oh yeah, but they know
I
how
told your beta earlier. That's true. That's very true.
Alright, let's flip it up, guys.
Yeah. I disagree, Thomas. I think you've got to bet your flush there. You're going to get way too many checkbacks on that flush completer, but the bet can get side called by a number of hands, including a wide range of aces and even some jacks.
It's like I'm not even in the hand.
I'm due for
Is the 6 scary there?
So we're going to a PLO flip here. Doing these every 30 minutes.
We might call it, maybe like not excited, but I was like, maybe it's 621, but it's like.
I'm saying I felt it a little bit there. Like, I didn't have flush
how many of y'all wives
Right. We hit 2 right off. I'll chase it for an extra 30. If you bet the turn, I'd probably do
Oh, I have a
both.
wife.
No? Alright.
All right, let's see what we're flipping, fellas. Oh, that's not good.
Quads, come on, three quads.
Oh, it is.
All right.
Quads, baby. Where's the 3 in the window?
Foul. Oh, kings, baby.
7, 9.
I got 2 pair.
No, you don't.
Give me 3. Give me 3 on the river.
Come on, give me a king.
Heart, baby. On the river.
Heart back that ass.
Oh!
Oh,
Hearts get there, and that is Mark. Queen high hearts.
That's the 3rd one.
Spades were
I
no.
chopped one and I've won 2. I made $300 on these.
That's crazy. Well,
Dang.
5.
If that was a non-hard, I would have had
yeah, was that 2 for you?
Yeah, I've won 2 and I've chopped 1.
Oh, okay, alright. Yeah.
Alright, well, I can shot.
Appreciate you, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because your body has your body.
I made a straight on the end there too. Very sad.
That ace queen diamonds too. Couldn't get.
Yeah.
I can't get a flush to complete today. I couldn't buy a flush.
That was my first
Dude,
one.
if I went to the toilet right now, you'd have to plunge it because it looks. That's how the days go. That's literally what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually off the dome. Oh shit. Crazy.
I'm definitely utilizing it.
Go ahead, no copyright. Hey, it's yours. I don't care.
It's 9 right now.
Just shout me out when you do. I played with this crazy dude one time, bro. He was running so bad.
It's not a cooperative.
We got an hour. I got an hour to make back $350.
On the camera. But you can always go sit down and.
Oh, I'm going to. Whoever's at that 2-2 table is going to fill this rap.
That's actually, I'm up 205 on this.
Parlay with the nut flush draw here on this flop, but no one else with much of anything at all. Gut shots now for Rosie and Henry. But top pair and nut flush draw for Parlay. He's just really got this board on lockdown. Only needs to dodge a 7, a 10, or a queen.
Check is good. I got a 9. That damn plus the 9 plus the 10.
See, that seat's not bad.
Shit. Bro, I'm folding so many hands. When you watch this, you gonna be like, bro, he folded a lot.
I folded more hands than you. Actually,
Yes.
I probably got the
we'll
lowest
see with the
VPIP
VPIP.
right now.
You did.
Mark is correct. He does have the lowest VPIP.
Well, look, I ain't gonna. I'm forcing shit.
Not even a contest.
I'm forcing shit.
Dude, the first hour,
I'm playing like.
You were, brother.
I would just give like a 9 or 7, like big.
I always said, I don't want to run that
Actually,
hot
until I
that
won that
fast.
second
I'm like,
round.
Yeah, because you got to sit
You're
there.
gonna sit there,
Flip.
and
Yeah.
you know it's gonna fucking
Well,
work.
that's exactly what happened. I was at
Every
like
time-
950 at one point.
I
and
would
I
say
was like,
every time that you were like, oh, this gets there every time, now it's no longer getting there. It's no longer getting
Cause
there.
I ain't finna go out.
That's how this is my house game. I was like 500-600 early, and I'm a host.
I was
Right,
saying,
so I'm sitting there.
Rob with some suited connectors. See if he comes in for a raise here. Makes it 12.
Either goes really well after that, or just I just do that.
and it's not like a sport you
Not a whole lot to play back at him, though. He's just going to take it down right there.
can't play no more. I'm out, guys.
Haven't seen a raise and take it in a little while.
Shit.
sorry, my elbow sprain. I can't.
Yeah, I can't. You see how I can't rake it chips anymore?
Poker elbow going.
The pot's got too heavy.
Yeah, I'm 355.
I am also 50 bucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than where it started.
No friendly fire, we're good.
Yeah, now if I raise all in, just fold it.
Just fold that shit. Crazy. If I put 15, you go to 45, I'm gonna just snap it. too.
45.
Not you though. Not you though.
45, just 45 bucks.
Plus, that one.
Rare 3-bet from Parlay with the ace-king. Should get some respect. He's only got a 7% PFR.
Give me the board.
But no, we go 4 ways anyway. All Broadway cards, so I'm expecting a low flop. There is a queen on the board, though. Rob with top. Three-bet pot 4 ways. Yeah, Micah, smart to check his queen. Not much of a kicker. Parlay without a spade in his hand. This is a bit of a bold bet. 125 in a pot of 182. And when you got ace-king, odds of one of these other players having a queen, pretty high.
I like flipping.
Rob lays down top pair, top kicker. I think all that talking from Parlay convinced him that he was up against a big pocket pair that was looking to protect against the flush draw. Wow.
I appreciate that. I wouldn't worry about that.
Because when he goes back and watches this stream, he'll see that Parlay's bet a lot of second pairs and strong starting hands on suspect flops.
Oh, fuck no. Bro, I'm not with that. I said no to the 7 deuce, bro, but nobody heard me. But I was focused on liquor being brought to the table. So I wasn't arguing one. It is one. It definitely is. Y'all know how I roll.
I mean, this is 2/3 pot. I'm not quite sure what everyone's calling the 3-bet pre-flop for. If when you flop top pair, you fold to 2/3 pot. That's...
Tip the dealer.
I'll tip the dealer. Oh, we were flipping for sure.
I was ahead?
We were flipping for sure.
No. Oh my god. Did you have king queen or what? Something like that?
We can't all have a king there. So
I
yeah.
folded 6s.
I don't know why I put you on. Oh man,
I put him on an overpair.
That's the only reason I folded.
Dude, I have my favorite hand, King 10. And it's coming with a nice board there. It's a draw.
Oh, I'm the worst player of all.
He's not getting good reads.
Well, they don't have to wait to see that and hate it. They already got the information. If they'd seen the hands up to that point in this stream, I don't think they would have laid down there. But the talking convinced them that Parlay had an overpair. But I go back to the other thought. It's why call the 3-bet pre-flop if you're going to fold to 2/3 pot bet on the flop when you hit top pair?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I was bad. I would have.
Well, your problem is you still had 2 out of 4.
Well, yeah, I still have one behind me still.
That's the question I'll pose.
Oh, you had a queen?
The answer in the chat says, because it's a 1-2 game. And yes, I take your meaning.
I felt the same way. I gave him respect in the hand. I gave him respect in the hand. I
need to like take
Bluffing is not my motherfucking thing.
If not, bro, that's why I got you out of Monster, because I've never seen you.
Well, if they were going to give him respect for a monster, they needed to fold pre.
You keep
I thought you woke up.
That's defensible.
I thought you woke up to kings or aces.
He doesn't, like,
But now knowing like he had a king, I had a king. Niggas, you had a king. So who had a king? Someone else over here had a king. I heard. Oh, you had a king.
I had ace
You had a king.
king.
Yeah.
I had ace king. So still, king would have popped. I was gonna pop y'all ass.
Nah, spade pops.
I should have stacked, I
Their
should
spade pop, pop.
What you into that? Man, I don't even want to talk about it. Oh, like, completely.
Fast food on the way.
That one's going to hurt Rob for a while there.
In such bad shape.
Cannot believe he got away from that.
Fold the flop on you, hit the fucking bell.
I think a king was playing that. Oh, something cool.
I got a better kicker, man. I'm in there. God, I play so bad.
I think if I'm in your position, I'm in there. Your last side.
If I'm in that spot, bro,
Okay, so who thought about calling? And if he does have aces,
I'm
the
actually
ace comes out on the turn.
Well, we're drawing
ace
too.
comes out on the Turner River, let me just tell you, you're in terrible, you're getting stacked. If an ace comes on the Turner River, I'm in there. You're getting stacked. If a king comes, you're good. Well, you don't have any kings left.
I got a king. Yeah.
You're getting stacked if I'm in the hand. I folded was the best thing that could ever happen.
Well, because you had already paid the board.
Yeah, I had a pair.
And then 8 checks and 9 checks.
I had you, that's so bad, bro. I'm gonna be made fun of for a long time for that. My wife don't even play cards, she's gonna make fun of me later.
4 checks,
What are you
20.
doing, bro?
Call.
Get off you on the floor, bro.
Micah and Troy with the same hand here. Second pair. Gutter to Broadway. Rosie's still in there with the third pair.
Hey, man.
4 checks.
That was a great time to
It
pull.
was good timing, bro.
It was great time. Now I reconsider your monster.
Give that same vibe, that same energy. This one down here, calm me down.
Hey, man,
Yeah, I think a lot of people reacting to the absolute bet size on that last hand, the $125, and not paying attention to the fact that there's already over 180 in the pot.
When you said that, I'm thinking you're on overs.
35.
This is. I mean, I started rough. I wish I would have started 6 in the hole.
I need to take up the, I need to build a remote, or play with a remote.
Now the question on this hand is, can Troy manage to take this down, or does it end up chopping?
This one,
I've only had one.
Micah debating with the same hand he had before.
You that I had where I got paid was the
only.
my other big hand.
I think the only hand.
Oh, chopping.
I think the only hand I regret was when I tried to pull a small bluff on him, and I don't have a set of sixes. That was just him.
I'm gonna make one more motherfucking big
Oh, man, I should've got
You
one.
can call that shit, but the real fucking
everything
thing
got
is
there.
not what I want, bro.
I mean, except,
Giving
but
it
you like to bluff. You have a couple times now.
Yeah. It's something tough about based on how you say. I'm gonna walk out with 2 hard.
You did it with a value hand one time, you're probably gonna get
Sure enough,
called.
motherfucker had a hidden set right off rip.
Tell you what.
Hidden set was a wall.
You'll see it, you can go home and look it up.
I'll be here probably
like that. I did
I'll
it.
probably be here probably about 9 o'clock.
That was worth it.
7 tomorrow, bro.
Let's wish we were heads up. Let's watch some people behind.
I know.
It was still,
Is that really what
it was still a bad fold, bro.
It sounds like you have hard cards.
It sounds like he had ace queen suited. Fuck you, man.
Yeah, but I don't think it was the same suit.
No.
It could have been a spade suit.
Hey, these cards cross the line. We're not gonna.
Yeah, that hand's got Rob's mind elsewhere now. Thankfully for him, there's not a whole lot longer left on this stream. Got maybe 45 minutes, give or take.
20 to bet. 6 fold.
That's how it is with the bets, right? If you have like some money in your hands, you close without telling what you're gonna put out.
I didn't know, like,
Yeah, you
I thought the cards had to be on the table. You and I against her.
I don't play that shit.
Clocked that too myself.
Well, for all the spades that were in the hands pre-flop, it's a spade flop.
Say, we don't X that out the chat. Like, no.
Big bet 25.
Both players have a gut shot as well. Of course, if that comes in, Henry will get it.
Yeah, I'm pissed, bro.
He misses. Does Troy bluff at this? He bluffed earlier when he missed his flush.
I played that absolute. It was so many people in the hand.
Suspect he'll fire at it again. Let's see what size he chooses. $95 pot, and I think he went 45.
I gotta drive to Oklahoma and back from that bitch.
I'm gonna skip on that
I'm
one.
driving all day tomorrow. But let me tell you something.
Half pot bet here, just kind of targeting all the air.
Come on, I got
Tiny pairs.
Yeah.
and I had 1, 2, 3.
Henry wondering if he can bluff catch with ace high.
Like that. I had to.
With the ace of spades, he's blocking a fair number of bluffs.
So it's all love. Just show me love. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Just know that when we outside this room, we at them tables like that, call me. I'm gonna throw that money up in there.
We gonna break them down over there in a minute.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still 400 behind.
You want you guys to grab $2 off this deck?
Yeah, I'm 400 behind. 4 something.
Oh, that's why you
45
said y'all don't do the miss button. Y'all will pull it right off the stacks in the live game room. Word.
Was the queen good there? Yeah. That's what I thought.
There you go. 9 call.
Figured you were on
1 call.
I had a back kicker though, so. Yeah. I thought about re-raising, but I'm like, I just don't know if I can get him off that.
Oh, man. Dude, why you do that?
I want to see a family. Oh, bump out.
6 fold.
I do it for 2.
Almost had everyone in the pot there, but then Micah raised it up. Only to $10 though. Shouldn't fold out that many people, but narrowed it down to 5-handed. Texas heads up, as we say.
Oh, like 9 point.
Yeah, we're probably like
30 minutes out.
30 something. Yeah.
Couple people with some flush draws. Mark with the nut flush draw. No one with the king. Micah does have the jack. And the button. And the pre-flop aggression. So he can rep pretty much everything. Rosie has the pair and flush draw, comes along. Flush comes in. So size Rosie picks here.
45.
9 bets, 45.
You change this real quick. Here you go. Thank you.
45 for the
Hey, look out, C1. How much that hat gonna go for?
This one?
Yeah.
What hat am I wearing? Oh, this is a rose ball hat? I got
Mark
that.
4X's it here. I was curious to see what race size he would choose.
Nah, they had
Did
the
that have a
deal.
bunch of them, or that was
Bro, they had the Michigan Ohio State.
Just effectively putting
I bought like 4 of them for $100. They had a deal.
Yeah.
It was like buy 3 get 1 free. So
a large portion of Rosie stacking at risk.
I bought a bunch of them. Yeah, it was all college football ones.
Yeah.
So I like them. They fit good. Paxton's got some good hats.
You got the Texas and OU?
No, I don't got TOU. He's an OU fan.
Oh, man.
He likes to wear his boomer hat everywhere. We're going to up there to Norman to see the A&M OU game this year. I'm an A&M fan.
You go along with me?
No, I'm just always in fucking Norman, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of rides from my job to go up there. I'm a truck driver, so I'm always in. I'm in Norman like 2 times out of the week, bro.
I believe it.
On the weekday.
That's a boring drive.
It's so quick though, bro. I can shoot up there and shoot back like
No time. I used to play 7 on.
Rosie in the tank here. He's made a lot of laydowns tonight. Does he find another? He does.
Very nicely.
Oh my god, thank you.
Oh,
I needed that.
my 200 and not
Moonshine Mark picking his spot.
Good.
Man, here I was about to turn my jacket.
Moonshine.
Thank you.
And Mark is leading the cumulative winnings chart right now. Plus 634. Parlay behind him at 454. Micah and Rob up just about a buy-in.
I know you're not a chain guy, but put a big one in
No one throwing a big party here on this list.
You ever watched The Boys?
Stacks have really kind of evened up.
What's your last name?
Glendon. So I go by MGD on there.
That makes sense.
Mark Glendon.
That makes sense.
That MGD was my nickname for a long time.
Damn, so that is MMG. You hear? Oh wow. That is crazy, bro.
9 fold, 1 call.
Come on, baby, on the last of the Mohicans.
3 fold, 4 fold.
Let me get up in this pot right.
Uh-oh, parlay with ace king again.
30 for 30.
Comes in for 30 on the button.
Bro, fucking 7-2-0. Don't show me a 7-2-0.
No, same hand that I had before to get everybody out the hand, bro. Same one to get everybody out the hand, bro. Get the fuck out of my pot.
That's another flip.
Get the fuck out. Hell no, we just flipped.
I had a suited connector. It's pretty nice.
Get out my bot, bro. Say, just get out, bro. When I tell you get out, get out. That's just because I always buy you another shot.
I don't want another shot.
I always buy you another shot, bro. Just chill. I'm 30 for 30. You can't blame me. Your man is doing it. That's our Jimbo right there. Jim Beam.
1 fold. 2 bet, 15, 3 fold, 4 fold. 6 call, 7 fold. 8 call, 9 fold.
Henry got the action going. Troy, though, pocket nines and small blind, likes to flat it instead of 3-bet. And, wow, he must have known that Henry was going to flop Broadway.
2 bets, 25, 6 fold.
The rivalry between you two going on, huh?
I'm telling you, they've been going
shit.
head since the whole fucking time.
What time you want to drop?
I thought about, hey brother, I thought about re-raising.
Usually when you flop that, someone's got a pair at least in there. Something that can call.
But I was not in good position, so.
Very unfortunate for him to flop Broadway, and no one has any of those other cards.
I re-raised like 45, 50. I almost just checked it, but I'm like, there's a flush out there. I'm gonna isolate, and I'm like, and I know I'll get one person over there. That's crazy.
Bro flopped it too.
That's crazy.
That's funny. The one time you won, you probably down.
I know. Right.
Call 2, raise the 3, raise the 15. 4 call.
Mark going to get the action going with the King Jack offsuit. Smooth call with the suited connectors from Micah. He's liked a lot of these lower connected or gapper hands. They haven't really hit for him tonight, but he does continuously get in there with the 6-5, 6-4. Does catch a pair this time and is actually ahead. 6-5, still ahead. Mark being the pre-flop aggressor and checking twice here is kind of giving Micah the rope to go for a little bet here. Actually managing to get value from another 6. Well, you are chopping.
If you didn't call, I would have called it just King Jack, and I would have him betting and you calling.
The only river card that actually would have allowed Micah to scoop that pot would have been a 4 or a 5, I guess. 2 pair, 4 is the only way that the kicker plays.
Little wins, man. Momentum wins. Little wins. We know you're gonna hit.
As a matter of fact, you wanna know what's wild? I'm rolling right by the stadium in the morning, bro. Early tomorrow afternoon, probably about 1:30.
Up there in Norman?
Yep. So the 7-Eleven is right.
Yeah.
I'll be delivering there tomorrow.
That's
about 3:30.
You deliver like what, Budweiser? What?
No. I work for a company called McLean, so everything that you see inside the 7-Eleven, I drop it right off in there. Besides like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or like Red Bull, you know what I'm saying? But everything else.
That's fairly
everything
local.
else on the
That ain't- How far out there get you going?
I'm local, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying that's
The
fairly
hours
local.
are just super long, but
Yeah.
I'm local.
Troy with the big slick this time.
Every 7-Eleven in the city.
Going to bump it up to $40. That's a sizable open in this game.
Everything that you see in any 7-Eleven in the city, that's
The only time we've seen a larger initial open was when it was a 7 deuce from Rosie.
people don't even really know 7-Eleven is the most popular.
So this feels very suspect, of course. But yeah, Micah, you can't call with an offsuit wheel ace.
It's a 7-Eleven at every other age, like guaranteed. Every other.
You know you can't.
That's on the chest, bro.
Oh man. I'm trying to look at it.
It's not worth another $38 just to save yourself $5 on a 7 deuce tax. Just saying.
Oh shit. Let's be serious.
Well, he's got the ace of spades. He makes the call. Drawing for any.
Once or twice? Oh, man. That's what we're doing. Let's draw. Let's go twice.
10 for a chop, spade for the win for Micah. I mean, he's got that one good card, and he's still 42% here.
If you lose to Royals, it's gonna be
Oh shit.
You just get my money back at least. Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
Man.
Twice though. For 5. Shit.
Nah, you're not. Here's the spade right here. Boom, on the river.
Chill.
For 5. Oh my God.
Oh,
Shit.
whoa! That's wild.
Wow. I was repping 7 deuce.
Scooper.
Wow.
140.
Even then with that board, I don't know if I can lay that shit down either.
I apologize, all the fans in the chat for Micah, but
Bro gets the ace.
unless something miraculous happens in the last 30 minutes, he will not be our big winner of the night.
Yeah, you got to, because any spade. Any spade. Especially
That one's going to leave a mark.
two, you get 2 boards.
Good call, man. Good call. Good call.
They feel like it.
No one's
Bro, you had to. Even if you lost, bro, you didn't do nothing wrong.
Last little bit.
Alright, let's
Go back up to 300.
So with that, let's bring it up. Mark up 2 buy-ins, parlay, a buy-in and a half. Rob and Troy also in the green. With that, Micah moves to minus 234. He was plus about 700 early, I think. At least 600. I mean, he's still down only less than a buy-in, so not a bad night by all rights. No one here really getting wrecked. But that was a pretty big swing from the start of the stream to now.
Clean or something, but I have the ace of spades, so I'm blocking the nuts, so it's like,
The crazy flop.
That is a wild flop, bro.
This is not getting any better.
Yeah, 42% equity and you're running it twice. You really do expect to at least chop
down 1,000.
the vast majority of the time. Just did not work out that way for Micah. So we got a PLO flip going again here. Doing that every 30 minutes.
Throw an 8 out there, Jim. Throw an 8 out there.
Nothing to yours.
Ooh, shit, give me a straight.
6, 7. Give me 8. Give me 8. Give me 8. Give me 8. Give me 8.
Wait, are you kidding me?
Uh-oh. No one with diamonds.
Oh,
No one with diamonds. What about the straight? No. 2 pair for Rosie.
Queens and nines. Queens and nines.
How is queens and nines good on this board? Wow. There are possible straights and flushes everywhere, and somehow 2 pair is good.
Queens and nines.
you took it out?
Yeah.
With a 2 pair?
Yeah, that's pretty remarkable to take down a PLO flip with 2 pair on a flushed and straight board. I think everyone looked at those hands twice. That's just not how that's supposed to work.
I'm usually in bad luck.
Nah, I be popping them all. I guess I just be getting lucky. I guess that's all it is, man.
Comment in the chat saying best poker room in DFW. It ain't even close. You know what? I agree.
I'm not on a band, bro.
That's why I commentate for these good folks and play here regularly whenever I can.
Make it all back on Bamba. No BS. You know, I'm telling the truth right there, Troy.
Hadn't even mentioned the food here tonight. These guys aren't eating like some of the high stakes stream games will pile all the food in here. Go with the drinks. Superb selection and menu here. Got some weekly specials running now, so some things that weren't normally on the menu available this week.
I'm hearing him groaning over here.
I think all the choices have been popular on that menu.
It was no disrespect. Yeah, bro. When you watch it, you're gonna be like, it's 4 other motherfuckers in the hand. I would have played it just like that. You would have played it like that.
I need a fresh deck. I could have requested this all night.
You know what, bro? You might be onto something.
Damn, bro.
Wings over aces for the first time in a while.
Oh, man.
Take 7 deuce 1.
Shut up.
15. 4 makes it 15.
So there are some people at the table that are hurt.
We got like 20 minutes.
A 9, 8.
About 20.
Like 20, 25 minutes now?
Stay on in here, bro.
That is accurate. About 20, 25 minutes left, I believe.
Oh, go get your shit from them suckers in there, bro.
I will after. I'm definitely going to
I'll
be
be right there with you.
I'm sitting at 2-2 and I'm
King high flop, 2-tone. Henry and Micah both with top pair and a heart.
taking me a quick nap.
4 bucks 30.
Troy, not much work in there.
some tables. I don't know what's what right now, but I've seen some people I like.
2 calls.
Oh, you be choosing the table.
I don't choose tables. If you sit down with me, you sit down with me.
What's up, bro?
You came back?
But there's certain people I like to see at
I
tables.
think I broke you.
That out of action or just
Yeah,
like?
those are your
twice.
Well, tell you that.
It is.
7 deuce on the board.
Like some bullshit, right?
But then you only bought in for 3.
Oh, no, I shot 2 bullets.
2
Yeah.
bucks.
I'm beating, bro. No, I made 25.
Oh, whatever.
You
I'd
bought
rather
25
take-
for
I'd
it?
rather take that.
Say about 2 bullets.
That's like 125.
Oh, yeah.
Way to come back, man. I'm trying to get like you. You're in for 2 bullets?
No, these 2 are his.
Oh.
Yeah, these 2 are his.
Micah here in Ghost right now thinking 7 deuce. King is behind that, but can't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's right. I'm still down 5.
4 calls. No way. That's up.
Absolutely.
That changes things.
600
You was playing real careful.
in 2 hands.
Both player with trips, neither one with the flush.
Maybe call.
King 10.
I thought you were pleased trying to get 7 deuce off on me. Oh man.
All right, little recovery there for Micah. All Henry could do is smile.
I don't want to see Thomas negative 500 bottom of the fucking barrel.
Over there.
My wife is like, yeah, you have a lot of good tissue, man. If you're gonna play stupid like that.
I don't think my wife will right now.
You in a black? Mine definitely is. She ain't got shit to do.
I would have rolled harder if I wouldn't have came here.
Yeah, I'm
If I would have just let them just my seat, bro. I would have rolled harder.
I'll make it back, don't you worry.
Because he was sitting at my table too, and he wanted to get another, but my seat was, bro, I was killing that one.
It was 1-2?
Yeah, it was 1-2. But my seat was hot, and then the guy who's sitting in there right now, who's been sitting in there since I left, he's popping right now. Like, I would have read one. He's doing his thing. Yeah.
I noticed that. I usually make one out there when I play on stream. Maybe on my second time playing.
I think it's the rotations because people try to work around.
Oh, earlier.
Mike with the 3-bet, the ace-jack suited. The entire club royal flush in the hands of these three players. Henry with what is always a tricky hand in this spot. He's like, well, I'm not folding, and if I call, I can't really get away on the flop, so let's just put it in and see what happens.
How much of the delay is this stream? Like 15 minutes?
173.
Yeah, so nobody has seen their fucking comeback yet.
Oh, when the boys see that, they're going to go nuts.
What am I running into today?
Okay, now.
Call.
What am I running into?
Oh, damn.
Well, what the all in?
I should probably.
On the side of the table.
Where you
173.
That would be such a mistake to
Already got
make
my
my money.
out of the way, bro.
It's like it's your turn. Same fucking hand I was on.
Hell no.
Yeah, when you've already got $75 in there, it's kind of hard to fold for another 98. There's 422 in the pot. Getting 4-1 on this one, but King Queen offsuit is a fold.
Wow. Wow.
One time.
What am I running into?
You were behind.
Go forward.
Show me something good. Show me something good. Put out a fucking 3. Jack. The fucking jack. The fucking. Oh, shit. I can't go. Damn, is that
So there you go. Yeah, Micah getting some chips back.
shake that right quick, you know?
Back-to-back hands there, and that's looks like that's going to do it for Henry. He's throwing the backpack on. There's only about 20 minutes left.
I'll see you next week.
And, yeah, that's how quickly things shift. We've now got Micah back in the green. 5 players in the green, in fact. Mark's still leading the way. And the party being thrown by Thomas and Henry at this point.
Troy, I mean, you know, I want to give that. If it's heads up, it's a flip, but
Right.
I know I'm not heads up.
I thought you were like debating like ace queen or ace king or something.
Bro, I had that hand. No, but you also haven't played.
8 call, 9 fold,
I'll explain it later.
1 fold. 3 makes it 15.
I'll explain it later.
So, King Queen, he'll come up for my big blind, bro.
Specifically.
Like, bro, you
We
need
shot
this
value added
every
today,
fucking time, bro. I'm telling you.
Earlier
You need
than
this
one time.
every
Come on.
fucking time, bro. I bullshit you not. Like, for real, for real. I didn't go for my big blind. I don't play
Troy,
with
when I
my
played that same hand earlier, he had aces, he had kings.
I got
Let's go
something to
for it.
play
Yeah,
your
for
ass
sure.
right here. Watch me pop up.
But when you're card dead for a while, you just want to play the hand.
No, I
and I wanted to.
100%.
They suited.
Four checks.
It was offsuit, but I have both their outs. 'Cause one of them was a club.
Troy with trips here.
Nobody fucking with you.
Fold.
Noah with an ace. Noah with the heart draw.
But I would have
There was another diamond out
I
there.
would have been dead in the
There
water.
was another diamond out there. If that was an ace of diamonds,
Thanks for not giving me an ace.
Extra.
I'll smack it.
Right? Dude, swinging, man.
I'd like to thank everyone that's stuck with us to this point in the stream.
Bro, I barely love.
This Tuesday night in Grand Prairie, Texas at Palace Poker.
Better hope they not watch you right now.
This is a Rec Stakes stream, recreational stakes, 1-2, 300 cap.
I only lie to the streets, baby.
Game that we run regularly on the floor, and I believe typically this open lineup live stream for 1-2 is going to be running on Mondays. This is a little bit of an off schedule one here tonight. Hope you've enjoyed it.
You had just lost a lot.
If you have not already liked and subscribed, please do so and click that notification bell so that when we get one of these streams running,
Which makes sense.
you're aware and can hop in and be active in the chat. Maybe even drive to the room and grab an empty seat.
I didn't think he was going to call it. I thought you were going to run the bounty. I thought you were tilted running the bounty. So I was like, you know what? I'll call this 75, think we're heads up, and then he calls. I'm like, I'm in that shit.
I didn't think it was gonna be. I didn't think it was gonna be queen 10.
So this is hand.
I had it way worse shape than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like maybe like same hand was like
What's good?
best case scenario. I thought. I thought maybe it was like 10 or 15 minutes.
You think I'm bluffing?
Yeah, when you showed queen 10, I was like, oh, you were behind both of us.
You think I'm doing that shit?
Pace of play's been very good tonight. Got seven-handed action going at this point. They should be coming up on the last hand live upstairs. Of course, we're on a delay,
The last 2 hours to get back some.
so that's, will be about 15 minutes from whenever I get the message that they've dealt the last hand.
Sorry, I did not mean to go that far.
15 for me.
Felt pretty tight.
Fold.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fisher Sharks are sliding.
It's a lot different than the ones out there. The ones out
Way
there is
better.
very loose and like you can like press into
Well,
it.
they're totally different cables. And the padding and everything is nearly like this.
Yeah, it disables the table.
It's harder to deal.
Is it because of it being so slick?
Well, not necessarily the slickness, it's the thickness of the padding.
100 hands down there. Just under 4 hours, keeping the pace going. Jim doing an excellent job, locked into the box for the entirety of the stream.
Oh yeah, how much money we have, they can just see our cards.
No, they can see how much we lost, bro. I'm at the bottom.
How much you made, how
They can see how much you're beating and everything.
Yes, we can. We see it all.
Like how often you play.
How often you're voluntary putting your chips in the pot.
Damn. They gonna be like, man, this motherfucker here is
I don't even want to see it,
I
man.
don't either, man. I'm probably at like 16%.
30.
I got tight for a while.
6 makes it 30.
That's a pretty good guess there, Mark. I heard him guessing 16% on the VPIP. He was there forever. It's actually up to 18 now.
That's fair.
We'll see after the play. See how much I like it.
It's fair.
I like that too much.
You know who would have liked that one? He would have loved that one.
I'll let you check it, bro.
6 bets. 7.
So we're not seeing any cards on this hand. I was told there was an issue on hand 100, but I'm guessing that was actually hand 101. Since that's what's coming out right here, and I'm not seeing any of this action.
Six bets, 100.
not scared to do that shit either. Out there.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I don't think anyone in the state was scared to do that.
No.
Bro, he was just opening people up.
Yeah, he be doing his shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good positional play for sure.
Poker room is a small game to him anyway. But bro got that life.
Who you talking about? The guy right here?
Yeah. He about that life out there.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What, like,
He play poker like
Oh.
yeah, regular. He go hard.
I thought you meant something. I thought you meant
This might be a punch.
Yo, thanks, Kenny.
That's gross.
What you mean? Ace king?
Aces and queens with a king.
Ace nine of clubs.
Yeah, ace king's good.
Yeah.
What king takes
Yeah.
it?
Rob has the ace king. Rob has ace of heart. No, Robert. It's Christopher. Chris is in. Yeah.
I don't think there's any confusion as to who won.
The win when you pulled it back, I was like,
Okay.
Hey, what's happening? So
Hello.
I mess up this hand. We're done upstairs. I've got the wrong guy in the hand. I've got Rob in the hand the whole way, and when it gets done, he bets 100. It's parlay in the hand with him, and he ends up winning like ace king versus ace jack or something like that. Well, I've got the wrong guy in the hand, so when I say the hand's done, it shows Micah winning. And he's pushing the pot to parlay, and I said, wait, hold on. You know, because I can't see what the cards are, I can just tell where the money went. And so I'm like, hold on. Oh, wait, what happened? And I tried to back up and save it, and it just couldn't. And I never mind, I'm just going to misdeal this hand. So that was my mistake. I had him in the hand. Micah would have beat Rob, but Rob wasn't in the hand. So this was 15 minutes ago on the delay.
So when you did that, how does that get fixed up, or what's the impact?
So for cumulative winnings, I just put Micah gives parlay $200 because that's how much he loses in this hand. About we're trying to recreate it now, and it's too complicated. So I said, never mind. I'm just gonna misdeal this hand. How much was it? And he's like, well, let's see. It was 30, and then 70, and then 100 on the river. It was like $200, something like that. So I went into the software and said, transfer $100 from Micah to parlay, or $200, so that the cumulative winnings would be correct. It might be a little bit off, but it's going to be close. But I just messed up this hand.
Dang, and I was just about to pull up parlay stats too, because he was sounding kind of surprised there on stream. Some of the numbers and stats that would be available to show here, so I thought I'd pull his up.
He has about 800 in front of him. So the computer thinks he has 900.
Money out of my pockets. I'm playing with them.
So it might be close.
I'm playing with their money.
Well, the rest of the stat numbers are going to be pretty close still. One
Yeah,
hand's not going to shift
yeah,
those
yeah,
over the course of 100 hands.
The
so.
rest of the only thing I'm worried about is messing up the cumulative. You know, he actually has 900. That's a bigger stack of green than I
Yes.
thought. So that's going to be really close to accurate.
Like, even if I want to buy another 300, I'm still free roll.
There you go. That's a good place to be.
8 calls, 9 calls.
But a combination of Jim being a super fast dealer and these players not tanking and
Not four-betting
not
and-
four-betting, not making any ridiculous decisions, folding pre. When does that happen? I thought this is Texas.
I've seen some of those hands too, but
Yeah. A couple of 9-hand. I think we had one where everybody was in the hand, all 7
yeah,
people.
but almost all those, if someone breathed on it,
Right,
flop or turn,
right.
it
Yeah.
cleaned up real fast.
I haven't seen so many $12 pots since I moved here.
snapping me. You wouldn't be doing that if you had a smaller pack.
I think if there's a hand of the night to clip, it is hand 78, which was the Broadway versus Will
Yeah,
versus
the
two
flop
pair.
to wheel versus,
That-
and I didn't see it until I'm listening to it on YouTube as I'm.
That was
watching
disgusting.
it.
Yeah, runner to give one player two pair, and the other one Broadway versus the flopped Will. That was That was hand of the night.
I don't have a 9. I want to do the full.
Just a couple of hands left to end the night.
Do you remember the final hand number?
I don't. I'm going to say 105, maybe.
All right.
Oh, you're my buddy.
I decided to bring up some stats for parlay here and do that. He was asking about VPIP, voluntarily put in pot.
Right.
So there you go, 39% parlay. Your pre-flop raise on the low side here at 7%. I'd like to see those numbers coupled up a little bit more. But getting to showdown and putting aggression on other streets. So once he's in there, the aggression is showing.
Yeah, I know he's folding that if he's not on that pot. There's no way. With the 9?
I hate having to dig
There's no way,
into
Troy.
stuff whenever you're in there.
There's no way. At King 10 suited.
King 10 suited?
Yeah.
4 calls.
I just didn't think you connected with that.
Troy and Thomas, I think, play in the same home game. So they know each other.
Yeah, there was some conversation earlier that
Okay.
gave me the indication that they at least knew each other.
Yeah.
Everybody's in.
Right? 9 suited spades. Yeah, 9 suited.
A lot of hearts accounted for here on this. And we are 7 ways to a flop, and we're
This-
7-handed.
Yeah,
so
this is the one where nobody folded pre-flop.
yeah, we've had a few of these.
We already had 4 guys go around. 4 guys like that. Check.
Parlay's got an open-ended now.
Yeah, but how good do you feel with 6-3 of
Mark's
hearts?
got
here?
bottom pair with top kicker.
Everyone just kind of waiting to hit it. The open ender gets there.
Folds, 3 checks, 4 bets, 5. 6 raises, 1 5, 7 folds, 8 folds, 9
Waste
folds.
my time.
And I've said it all night. The person with the low raise percentage puts that in there, you better respect it.
So on the last stream,
We saw that happen quite a bit tonight with pocket aces for multiple players, things
Right.
like that. They haven't been raising all night, and then suddenly they come in for a 3-bet.
Yeah.
It's just everyone's folding.
Well-
They're not getting paid.
The one where Rosie bet huge amount pre-flop, my spidey senses were tingling.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I know this is 7 deuce. And the thing is, he flopped a 7.
Yes.
You know, so Rob's like, well, I can't do anything now. I know you have 7 deuce, but you just beat me.
Mm-hmm.
It was 90% odds for me, so yeah, to see that river.
Yeah, that was super suspect. We've only seen one other hand with a similar bet size pre-flop. That one was an ace-king, I believe. But yeah, that stuck out like a sore thumb at the time because Rosie's pre-flop raise percentage was less than 10%.
Yeah, I was going to say like 7.
And then under the gun, suddenly he opened for 45.
So like
That got everyone's attention.
winnings, losses,
It's either aces or 7 deuce, right?
Very polarized.
nothing. I mean, I would expect that from a room like this. They try
bro,
to
this
everything.
is so fly. I can't wait.
Rob's still sulking from folding his ace-queen earlier.
Oh, man.
You talking about that as your headboard?
Top pair, top kicker, and 3-bet pot.
Was he up against ace king, right?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
saw that on YouTube.
Do you know how much I cost? Okay. You know how much I cost?
I don't think he's mentally recovered from that one.
Come on with it. I just want to sit on my baby mama, okay? Let me tell you something. Let me buy a house before my baby mama be in a position to buy a house.
I'll give you my business card.
She gonna be upset.
So this stream started with everyone getting pocket pairs. Like, it seemed like every hand, 2 or 3 people had a pocket pair. And it was just a matter of which one was going to flop a set or something. Then the last half of the stream, we have not seen very many of them at all.
Bro, you always come back to my big time, bro. I gotta give you action.
I'm just trying to up my VPIP.
You keep coming back to my big man. All night, though.
Mark makes it 15 to go
I shouldn't be in his head at all.
with
I'm not trying to pick him.
with his 9% PFR.
There are as many chips as I can.
Yeah, he's found a few spots to do something. He's aware of it because he's commented on it himself
Yeah.
on stream.
And Parlay's gonna jump on top of it. He's got like, I got top here. Let me just take it away from this guy. And Mark's not having it.
Parlay is very willing to bet with second pair and above, and anything he can just consider strong pre-flop.
Right.
He'll ride it.
Parlay can get a 10 or a jack or an ace to chop it.
I'll be nice and I'll show you that I'm not bluffing. Oh, very nice. Very nice.
That's a great fold. That's a good fold. That's a fold. I figured like he.
The 10 scared you?
No.
It didn't?
Hell no. Fuck it. I had a 9.
Second 10 came.
I know that second 10 came, but that still didn't scare me.
So why'd you fold it?
I bet 20, he called that motherfucker, so he already knew I was coming with something. But the fact that he went 60 on a dark check, and that
Me
motherfucker.
personally, I thought he had like ace 10, king 10 suited.
Nah. I
A
figured
dark
he
check
had.
is the most amateur move in the history of poker, bro.
You can't say that to my bank account,
Oh.
bro. Nah, cause that dark check, that motherfucker who think about betting, that dark check will make him check you first. But he will check him back, bro.
I love it. I love the conversation.
A lot of information giving in this game.
Yes.
Or he checks.
We're having a good time, man. It's a hobby.
Rosie's got to like that flop. King 5-7-7.
Yeah, it's pretty safe flop for sixes.
Why not? Would you like me to show you what I made earlier off that dark check? I was playing against the sucker though. I ain't even.
Doesn't like that quite as much.
What was the pre-flop raising?
Troy could go for another barrel.
30.
Pre-flop was raised to 15.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Oh, and Troy gets there on the river.
It's actually more time. Did you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of games.
Shit, you got them.
Somebody said they had quads. Is that what I heard?
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
I thought I heard.
He said he's going into black, bro. He's going into black.
What time is it now?
Last hand.
All right, last hand he just announced. I was just thinking, I was looking at the clock. Just like,
So it's got to be
pretty
close. Got to be close.
Gotta be close.
Yeah, I didn't plan on locking Jim in there when it was going to be a 10:25 stream, but we had a couple of people that couldn't make it, and so they didn't want to play six-handed.
I don't blame them.
And
That's risky on a stream anyway, because someone busts early,
And
then
now
you're
you're
then you're
fighting.
stuck. How do you find
typically
that
the
other seat?
10:25 they bring extra bullets. I'm more worried.
They
about
do,
the
but you
1-2.
never know.
Yeah, you can get whacked pretty good.
It happens.
I'm more worried about the 1-2 guys going broke and not being able to get back in for 300.
You never had to fill in a seat tonight. I mean, we had one guy leave a little earlier out of seat 5,
Yeah,
but
Gerardo.
the other one was just a little while ago,
Yeah.
20 minutes ago. So
It wasn't that terrible of a fold when you had
Getting a
two
flop
people
here,
back
guys?
there.
We getting a flop?
That's what's going on.
Yeah, I guess if you're calling for
well, that was Mark's last chance to get his VPIP up.
Yep, he's out. Yeah, he's.
Good thing they didn't have that game going.
Oh, he would have not played it.
Get the fuck out of my pod.
Micah makes it 15 with Jack 9 suited and parlay calls. Rosie comes along. Thomas comes along with ace traits. The last hand. A lot of people want to play the last hand. This is the last hand of the stream. We're open 24 hours.
And there's the 9, and there's the 3.
Appreciate you, Mark. Thank you.
6 of spades gives them
Uh-oh.
parlay the nut
Now
flush draw.
everyone has something.
Yeah.
I get you some action. I'll see you out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gonna play out there, Troy?
9 calls.
I get you some action.
Ace River?
Have a good one, man. Yeah. Till next time, right?
Nope.
Chippity chop. Jack 9 and Jack 9.
So no one goes at it big.
I checked. I got an 8, but I was going for the 9.
No one went out in a blaze of glory. All right.
No. Chop it up. All right.
There you go. My name gonna be at the top of this mug, right?
All right, if anyone needed to, if anyone could have bluffed at that, it would have had to been like Thomas with the ace three, because it's just never getting there. Everyone's got showdown of some sort.
Yeah.
So, all right. That will bring up the cumulative winnings, which we said might be a few dollars off from hand 101, but overall this is going to be pretty accurate. Mark leading the way, up more than a couple buy-ins, parlay right up
Tight
there
is
in that
right.
same area.
Limping is pimping.
For a long time, it wasn't. It wasn't getting very far. But, yeah, you catch the right hands. He also did well in the flips.
Oh, yeah, that's...
He won 2 flips and topped one of them, I think. So free money there,
yeah,
right?
That's a couple $100. That'll help.
Troy and Rob also up about a buy-in. And then Gerardo down a buy-in. He left us early. Thomas down a couple. He just got run over in the first few hands.
Yeah. He came out swinging. I thought it was going to be a really fun
He
night.
did.
Then
One
he
of them was a
settled
pure
down.
cooler, and then the other one, he could have saved a little money on the king-queen one. And then Henry got hit right at the end a couple times and lost a couple buy-ins. Micah and Rosie just kind of in the middle there. Hey, it's cheap entertainment when you can make $6 and
for Micah,
be entertained for 4 hours, right?
Yep.
So that's just the way it is here sometimes. We'll bring up those final VPIP numbers because we got a wide range there.
Yeah,
Gerardo's kept tracking even after he left.
It is dropping. That's weird.
Which it didn't used to do that. It used to maintain when they stopped playing.
Yeah, it's how many hands they were. I wonder if I have to sit them out even if they have no chips.
Yeah,
I'll have to check that. I'll have to check into that.
Kept deducting in it, and it should not. So that is not accurate. His VPIP was definitely above that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that is it for the night.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Check this out.
And give it Eric control.